I choose the bear. He won't try to hurt me.
Lord, bless this food I'm about to receive. Amen.
Lord, what is in that hair? Oh my God.
I choose the bear. He will never hurt me.
A few moments later.
Hey, come get her. She did something to my baby daddy.
What?
I choose the bear. He will never hurt me. Just because I'm black. I'm an independent. I don't need no mans. Texas is just racist. I'm a preacher's daughter. I'm supposed to get my way. I'm not supposed to be a loser like the people who voted for me. I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to win.
My fellow citizens, you know what time it is. Vote frogs, no matter who. Yeah, because migrants are more important than you.
Look at those Simple Simons walk out. Yeah, our ancestors died for the right to blindly vote for the Democrats started by a slave owner.
Bet you half of them don't even know who they just voted for.
They know the letter next to the name. That was enough for them.
History don't seem to teach when you don't want to listen.
Nah, it waits until it bites you. Then you remember. Guess who'll be here with the band?
You sold us a dementia patient with stage 4 cancer. You sold us a dementia patient with stage 4 cancer. You sold us a dementia patient with stage 4 cancer. And an incompetent AKA who slept her way to the top. Why should I take you two clowns seriously?
You sold us a fake black woman who slept her way to the top and locked up black people unjustly. That includes single mothers. Why should I listen to you clowns?
Good jobs, boys. Now go to your Massa Clinton's house for your butter biscuits.
Beat the beat, yes, master. Beat the beat, yes, master. Yes, master.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
What's going on, everybody? AB Media 83 here, and welcome to Colosseum Night. We have plenty to talk about tonight. Tonight we're gonna have to get into the Iran war between the U.S., Israel, and Iran, and other varied countries. And we have to talk about a little bit more about the minstrel show Jasmine Crockett, and we have to talk about the controversy at Jesse Jackson's funeral. Oh yes, and we're probably going to start with that. Well, actually, we're probably going to start with some sports first. Shout out to Snowman in the building. Y'all can join the panel. Well, let me type it out first. Y'all can join the panel. Join the panel, and it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. The panel link is pinned to the top of the chat, and we can get started. But yeah, we have plenty to talk about today. Jesse Jackson's family started out saying, "Look, don't make this political," and Democrats ignored it, and we got to talk about it. What's going on, Snowman? How you feeling?
What's up, baby? I'm feeling much better. I just did a Diary of a Mad Snowman quick chapter and got some things off my chest, so I'm feeling good.
Okay, good. You covered the game earlier, if I'm not mistaken.
I did.
Was that a men's or I didn't ask? Was that men's
It was women's basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, two of them, as a matter of fact. Had technical difficulties for the second one.
Okay.
But the first game I did was UCLA and Ohio State. UCLA won by 10, 72-62.
Okay.
And they will face Iowa for the Big Ten title because the Hawkeyes held off Michigan and ran away in the fourth quarter, 59-42.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. Nice. But yeah, we have plenty to talk about tonight. They're still crying over Jasmine Crockett. Bless their hearts.
Oh, boo-hoo, bitches.
In fact, the Simps are crying now. Willie D came out and cried about it.
Oh God.
Yes.
Give me this button.
I ain't got no time for this bullshit.
Yeah, Willie D was crying about it too. I don't know if we're gonna play that or not because I want to cover. Jesse Jackson's family specifically said don't make this political, and
guess what did?
The Democrats literally spent the funeral trying to bash Trump,
making it political. Of course they did.
Yes.
Why are we not surprised? Wait, here, give me this button. Paul Allen.
Are you kidding me?
Shout out to Mr. Z. He just had a good stream on how the left doesn't have an answer for men, the men to rejoin the party.
They don't.
Their side. They don't.
They don't. And they never will have an answer for that. Art
We got good brother Art Newstall in the building.
And thank you, Art, for dropping by my first stream earlier this afternoon, my first broadcast. Thank you for that. UCLA had played the first game today. But why are we not Here, give me this button. To the Democrats.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, Art just sent me something.
Uh-oh. By the way, dear Ohio State Lady Buckeyes.
You like that? You like that?
Signed Kiki Rice from UCLA.
Hold on, let me share what Art just sent me.
Oh no, I'm ready.
It's some shenanigans.
Oh no.
Let's see.
I'm ready.
That's going to be the Instagram. What made her think this was a good idea? Oh shit.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Girl, get the fuck out of you. You shut up, bitch. What you want to do? What you want to do? That's exactly what I thought, bitch. You'll get the fuck beat out of you, bitch. Bitch, fuck you. Oh, I'm about to beat her ass. She called us a nigger. She called us a nigger in Facebook. For real? Yeah, she did. Bitch, she did. She did. She did. She did. She called us a nigger. I don't care. She definitely called us a nigger. She definitely did. To me and your con,
Bless you.
you don't call me no nigga. You don't call me no nigga. You want to call me, but you don't call me no nigga. I don't give a fuck. Especially coming from your side. You don't call nobody no nigga.
It's a battle royal.
Okay. Watch your mouth.
Exactly.
You're not sorry, bitch.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. Racism still exists, but we're in the 1960s no more.
Motherfucker.
We will clap back on your ass if you come up here like you have no sense.
Mm-hmm.
We are not in the 1960s or 50s no more.
No, we are not. No, we are not.
Don't get it twisted. That's not me saying racism doesn't exist, but it's a new day.
Mm-hmm. We will clap back.
No, bitch, who the fuck is... Girl, I slapped the fuck out of you. You shut up, bitch. What you want to do? What you want to do? That's exactly what I thought, bitch. You'll get the fuck beat out of you, bitch. Bitch, fuck you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm about to beat her ass.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah, I heard it too.
I heard it.
Yeah. Sorry for that one. What's going on, Howard? Yeah.
What's up, H?
Let's get to the meat of the program where we're gonna look at Dana with the data. She went over this Jesse Jackson's funeral with a Republican woman.
Oops.
I'm not talking about a cuss.
Oh yeah.
Dana with the data. Oh, and today I wanted to do a recap of Reverend Jesse Jackson funeral that was held Friday and today on Saturday. It's been over a week of celebrations, and rightfully so. And I wanted to bring P. Ray on.
Yes, indeed.
Of course, she is running for Congress in the state of Illinois, District 7. But I wanted to also bring her on to talk about the funeral because she was there. Hey, P. Ray.
Hi, Miss Dana. How you feeling today? Happy Saturday.
I'm doing good. So
there are actually a couple of sisters running Republican in Illinois right now.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, listen, let's just get right into it because I'm going to play some clips. I found it very disrespectful what went down at the funeral, and I'm calling them the Three Stooges. That would be Obama, Kamala, and Al Sharpton. I want to play this clip of Reverend Jesse.
I don't hear any lies.
Obama, Kamala, and BGS's favorite hoe, Reverend Al Sharpton. I couldn't help it. I had to say it.
Son first, and then
fuck you, AB.
Right, Jesse Jackson Jr. I want to play a clip of him first.
FYI, the time are probably going to switch tonight, so the show's going to look a little later than it actually is.
And then talk about why the Three
changed.
Stooges did the total opposite, and then have you give us a first-hand account on the funeral services. That was held yesterday.
Dad believed that funerals were not for the.
If I'm not mistaken, that's Jesse Jackson Jr.
Nah. Yes, that is.
Dearly departed. He believed funerals were for the living. He believed that they were great gifts.
Oh, interesting fact.
I still think he's gone.
Yeah. Interesting fact. His illegitimate child is now in her 20s.
Oh, damn. Uh-oh.
She's born in 99, so she's well into her 20s now.
Uh-oh.
And evidently she's a rapper.
Gathering meetings. Dear. And no two lives in human history will have the same number of people attending their funerals, or the same people will be at their funerals, because your friends ain't my friends ain't your friends. We don't know the same people. You don't know the same people that I know. Do not bring your politics out of respect to Reverend Jesse Jackson and the life that he lived to these homegoing services.
Right. Amen to that.
Come respectful and come to say thank you.
Amen to that.
But these homegoing services are welcome to all. Democrat, Republican, liberal, and conservative, right wing, left wing, because his life is broad enough to cover the full spectrum of what it means to be an American. We only ask people to come and be respectful in the context of the extraordinary life that he lived.
Yeah.
Dad would have wanted us to have a great meeting.
Yes.
To discuss our differences, to find ways of moving forward and moving together. And if his life becomes a turning point in our national political discourse, amen. Amen.
First things first, again, thank you for having me here. Shout out to the great city of Chicago. Dana, you are super hyper popular in the city of Chicago. When I walk around Black Chicago, they don't say, are you P-Ray from Fox or you P-Ray from Newsmax, One American News Network? They say, you P-Ray from Dana's show. So yes, Dana, you are popular in these streets. However, so for me, it was a good Baptist funeral until they got started. When I initially got there, they had the choir going, before coming in, the doors opened at 9. But this Black folks, so it really didn't start until about 11, which is great. However, we came in initially, and guess who I walked in the door with? Kamala Harris. So I'm walking in the door, she's walking in the door. So I look over, I'm like, oh, hey, Soror, good morning. She like, good morning, Soror. I'm like, welcome to.
She's a Republican, but she's also an AKA. It is what it is.
I just threw
Chicago. She's like, welcome to Chicago. So, that was good. And for me, that was a great exchange because when we were checking in, the girl who was checking us in was like, whoa, what a flex. She just had a conversation with the vice president. And I'm like, I don't see her like that. That's my sorority sister. Because one thing that happened during the campaign that I was very clear about is that I was never going to talk under her clothes. Don't call me for that. I don't do that. I'm here for politics. So to see her was like a sign from God and Jesse Jackson to say like, this is going to be a good bipartisan space. So I thought it was going to be. And so we walk in and I saw Gavin Newsom. So when I saw Gavin Newsom, I kind of knew what was going to be up. And then my manager was like, yo, go take a picture with Gavin Newsom. I'm like, I ain't gonna take a picture with Gavin Newsom. I'm a Republican candidate. These people will go crazy. We're not doing that. But again, I can kind of see how all of this was kind of slowly congealing. And so it started, they did their prayers. Even in the prayer, when it first got going, I think it was, I left the obituary on my bed, but the first preacher that came out, he talked about like Republicans, the demon in the White House, blah, 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 blah. So I nudged my manager and I say, now here we go. Now the best part of this was when I met Tyler Perry. Shout out to Tyler Perry. We were kind of walking around trying to figure out where we were going to sit. And I heard a lot of commotion behind me. I turned.
Now, do you have a Netflix account?
I do.
Believe it or not, check out Tyler Perry's new movie. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Okay. I will check it out.
It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. It's called Joe's College Road Trip.
It's called.
It's called Joe College Road Trip.
Ah, okay.
Around and there go Medea, but of course he is Tyler Perry.
It also explains why FD went after him.
So I went up to him, I shook his hand, greeted him, told him welcome to Chicago, all that stuff. We kept it moving. Now, this is where things again start to go a little to the left. We had a multiple people came up to pray. We had someone who came up and they started talking about the issues in the Middle East. And how we should like stick together, all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh Lord, here we go.
Here it comes.
I would say that Judge Mathis gave the best speech because he did not center it around politics. He talked about how the Reverend helped him, how he met him when he was 17 years old as a gangbanger. He told, if you're going to hang out with me, you got to put your guns down and pick up your books. So Reverend Jason Jackson was like super instrumental in helping Judge Mathis become who he is today. So that one was super sincere. After that, it was all downhill from there. We had people coming up again, talking about the president, talking about the Republicans, how the country is going down, this, that, and the third. So when it first got started, I'm like, I don't want to hear this. So I got up and I went to the bathroom. And so when I came out of the bathroom, I saw this man walking with this.
Hey, hold on, because you said you got up when he started speaking.
Twice. I got up twice. So this is the first time I got up. So, because when it first, like I said, it was starting to build up. And I'm like, I don't want to hear this. So I get up, I go to the bathroom, I go to the
in other words,
hospitality
she was saying,
and there's no time so that said to me too, that other people did not want to hear that, dang. Nobody wanted to hear that. And guess who I ran into in the hospitality room? I'm a Rosa. So I'm like, I'm a Rosa. Oh my God. Like, so she and I spoke, she worked with the Trump administration as well.
Oh, it gets juicier.
So I was telling her what I'm on, what I'm doing, all the stuff. I had
to
sent her a couple's cookbook when she got married. I asked her if she got it. So that was a good time. But who also was in the hospitality room with us was Jesse Jackson Jr. Because I'm sitting there, again, politicking, doing my thing, and he shouts in the room, and there go P-Ray over there eating up our food. So then it made everybody look at me, and I'm like, hey, Mr. Congressman, but that was a good thing too, because I was acknowledged by him, which then opened the networking for me in this space. But the fact that he was in the hospitality room and not sitting in the services means that he too was turned off by the messaging that was coming in. Or maybe he just wanted a snack. I don't know, but he was back there with us. And so I went back into the sanctuary. At that time, Barack Obama was being introduced by Reverend James Meeks, who used to be a state senator. Yes, ma'am.
I'm glad I wasn't in Chicago for this.
Okay, go ahead.
Obama. So this is Obama entering, walking up to the podium. It's like Showtime at the Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to be home.
Dear
I
me.
love you back. The book of Isaiah.
You can kind of hear the heckling in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you?
Not surprised.
No, see, I believe in the Constitution.
Damn.
The book of Isaiah. God is looking for
Let
a
him
message.
speak. Let him speak, for God's sakes.
Go ahead, P-Ray.
So at that point, that's when I walked out. Because again, number one, you're not the messenger, sir. You were the president of the United States of America for 8 years. The people who were in that sanctuary at Salem Baptist Church, many of them lost their housing and their wealth because of the mismanagement of the housing crisis due to Barack Obama. He bailed out the banks and he took the houses. There are people in that room right now who are being displaced by that monstrosity over there at Washington Park, and their rents are going up. He would not sign a community benefits agreement with them to make sure that they were not displaced and gentrified out of the area. But now everybody's in there like, whoa, Obama. So at that point, I'm like, oh, heck no. So I get up and I walk out again. So as I'm walking out, this lady stops me and she's like, baby, where you going? And I'm like, ma'am, I don't want to hear this. I'm a Jesus in the temple kind of Christian, okay? Jesus would have turned this bad boy out if he was here, okay? This is not what they do. This is not what I'm on. But in this messaging, what Barack Obama said is that he is the messenger. He's the one that God has chosen, all this kind of stuff. What I believe is that Barack Obama is on his way back to Chicago to tame the unruly Negroes who are fighting against the Democratic Party. Because now there is a power vacuum. The way that people were politicking in that room, people moving around, trying to be seen, trying to get to the front, no wristband on, but I'm so-and-so. Everybody sees now that this is their chance to try to become the new Jesse Jackson. And I'm saying here today that Black Chicago does not want Barack Obama. Now, yes, the elders were in the room and they were screaming and they were yelling and all that kind of stuff, but Barack Obama would not get that type of response from people, who are millennials and Gen Xers and all that. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. So this was...
Yeah, I got a crazy story to tell after this.
Oh boy.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying I want to play a little bit of his
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't want to get too deep into it.
Yeah, it's about 2 minutes.
We are living in a time when it can be hard to hope. Each day we wake up to some new assault on our democratic institutions. Another...
Don't talk about the Democrat trying to demolish ICE like that. You don't know, it's a lot of projection.
Right
here.
Yep.
Setback to the idea of the rule of law. An offense to common decency. Every day you wake up to things you just didn't think were possible. Each day we're told by those in high office to fear each other. And
yeah, we're told by Democrats to fear. We're told, tell each other to fear MAGA every day. I see it on Facebook every single day. They call Trump the devil.
And to turn on each other.
Yeah, Democrats encourage people to turn on each other every day.
All the time.
Keyword, not MAGA, Democrats encourage people to turn on each other every single day. You're absolutely right, Brock.
And that some
Mr. President, excuse me.
Americans count more than others. and that some
Yes, every day liberals pretend that they count more than people who voted for Trump. Every single day.
don't even count at all. Everywhere we see greed and bigotry being celebrated and bullying.
Yes.
Where do we see that the most?
Yes. Butthurt Blues bully people every day when they get a chance. Very true.
And mockery masquerading as strength. We see science and expertise denigrated while ignorance and dishonesty and cruelty and corruption are reaping untold rewards every single day. We see that. And it's hard
Where do we see
to
it the
hold.
most?
It may be tempting for some to compromise with power and grab what you can, or even for good people to maybe just put your head down and wait for the storm to pass. But this man, Reverend Jesse Louis Jackson, inspires us to take a harder path. And because if we don't step up, no one else will. How fortunate we were that Jesse Jackson answered that call.
He talks about stepping up. Again, this is the president of the United States of America for 8 years. So all of these things that he's talking about, he had an opportunity to fix. When he talked about some Americans not being counted, it was actually the president that's currently in office, Donald Trump Donald Trump Sr., who stated that Black Americans built this country and we deserve the most credit. The Kenyan Irish president never told us that. The Kenyan Irish president never told us that we were full Americans. Instead, he stands in front of us and grandstands and insinuates that we are not being counted in our own country because the Democratic Party builds its power through denigrating and diminishing the impact of the Negro in this country. Yes. It was a very disrespectful message to say over the casket of Jesse Jackson, a man who did not like Barack Obama, okay? Did not like him at all. He said he did not.
Yeah, remember you wanted.
Sorry, go ahead.
I said I want to cut his nuts off for. I wanted to cut his nuts off for pretending black men don't make good fathers.
Yep.
Not like how he spoke to Black people. He said that he was not good for us and that he wanted to cut his nuts off. Okay. From there, Barack Obama locked up Jesse Jackson Jr. He really took the entire
He locked
political power base from.
Yeah, he got in trouble for something. I forget what it was. Yeah, his son got in trouble for something. I think it was stealing or something. I forget.
Accents on the South Side that was rooted in Black Baptist theology and gave it to these socialist weirdos. So we know exactly who Barack Obama is.
And she's absolutely correct. But they are some fucking weirdos.
To say the least.
This was a bad way for him to try to re-ingratiate himself back into Black Chicago because, again, he's coming home. Rahm is coming and Obama is coming because the work that we're doing out here on the ground has really woken up the people. And now we're saying that we are not filling these Democrats anymore. And if we leave the Democratic Party, now Barack Obama becomes obsolete. So this was his way of reintroducing this power grab that he's about to do, in my opinion.
So I want to swing to Al Sharpton. Did you stay for that one? Or
no, ma'am. Al Sharpton was at the end.
Here come BGS's favorite hoe.
Once Joe got up, I'm like, let's go. We out of here.
I'm not even touching Joe Biden because I just
Jim Crow Joe, me and Jim Crow Joe. He's Jim Crow Joe. Never forget. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I want to play 2 clips of Reverend Al because he's the biggest phony of them all, and grifter and scammer.
Yes.
I've heard all through our service, first giving honor and regard to the Jackson family and to the matriarch of liberation, Mrs. Jacqueline Lavinia Jackson. As I listened and thought about, everyone quoted the slogan of Reverend Jackson. But I want to, in my few minutes, and if you take Brother Biden's minutes and other minutes, I come out of the Jackson School of Thought. They told me 4 minutes, which means 8 in Jacksonian language.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
I don't want us, Yusef, to leave here having mourned and then mock what Jackson was all about. We're sitting here acting like our own lack of rising to what he wanted us to be is the reason we are sitting on the brink of some of the most serious
heinous
reconstruction behavior being rescinded that we've seen in modern times. To leave here and not follow an assignment would not be what Jesse Jackson taught us. To make us feel good, we went to Jesse Jackson's funeral, and that we said nice things about Mrs. Jackson, but people at the same time are killing illegal immigrants. People at the same time are cutting public funding. At the same time, Affordable Care Act is not being renewed and seniors have to deal with premiums. Don't sit here so holy and sanctified and act like you have no assignment yourself. Jesse and Jacqueline Jackson did this. Do you realize they were born, he in South Carolina, her in Florida, when it was against the law? I'm not talking about a custom. It's against the law to ride in certain buses. Against the law to use a toilet downtown. Against the law for you to eat in certain restaurants. And these two Southern-born, raised in Southern American apartheid, went on and put two of their sons in Congress, broke down barriers of voting. They did theirs. They planted a platform that led to an empowerment, and we are the generations behind them that have returned to those that were against us being empowered. Oh, they went against the Southern bigots in the overalls. We're dealing with manicured Fifth Avenue bigots.
Did you hear him?
I heard him, yes. Talk about illegal immigrants in a room full of Negroes where immigration is not our issue and it actually hurts us the most. Yep. See, again, they knew that this was going to be a gathering of Black voters. And so they wanted to use this opportunity.
We have got to the point.
Oh, wait, sorry. Give me 1 second.
Where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is.
Took me on the.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, good old ads.
Okay, so they knew that this was going to be a gathering of Black voters. And so they decided to turn this into a DNC rally rather than talk about Reverend Jackson. Do you understand that they said the word immigrant and Donald Trump and all that kind of stuff more than they said Jesus Christ? More than they said God? More than they said Reverend Jackson? More than they said Operation Push? Like, their goal was not to come here and honor Reverend Jackson, and that's what made it disgusting to me. Because there were so many stories that we could tell. I got Jesse Jackson stories, okay? The first speech I ever gave in my life is I Am Somebody. That was at my preschool graduation. So, like, we all got a little Jesse Jackson in our lives, and they could have used this opportunity to talk about his leadership, what he gave to our country, what we've lost as a people, how we need to fill that void. Instead, they were campaigning for the 2026 midterms. And that's not okay, because they literally, Jesse Jackson Jr. and his siblings literally asked them not to do this. Jesse Jackson Jr. is running for Congress right now. Jonathan Jackson's running for Congress right now. So if they wanted this to be a campaign moment, they could have even censored it on his sons. But they didn't do that. They were here to push a message for a political party that has harmed our people, and that's disrespectful.
On Goree Island, he showed me where the slave camps were. And I will never forget, he said, Al, you see what that artifact is? I said, what's that? He said, they call it the door of no return. When you go through that door, you either made it to America to slavery, or you died in the Atlantic. The door of no return. But I talked to him about 3 years ago, and I reminded him, I said, remember when you brought me to the door of no return? He said, yeah. I said, well, we did return. We returned the President of the United States, Barack Obama. We returned the Vice President, Kamala Harris. We returned with businessmen. They thought they sent us as slaves. We came back as global liberators. The problem is that too many of us did not join the movements that sponsored us. And there was a breakout in 2024 called Negro Amnesia, where you forgot where you came from and forgot how you got where you got. Therefore, they're trying to take back everything you have. I asked Michael Eric Dyson, our prominent scholar, where in history is this? He said, we always go one step forward and two back. Well, here we are now. The problem is not Trump. The problem is us. We are allowing ourselves to be lowered and our children to feel inferior because you don't have an I am somebody person. You got.
Hey, listen, I got a challenge for you. If I can get 10 super chats, I'll show y'all how I make my thumbnails. So hit the super chat, support the show. Hit the Cash App, support the show.
Our artists calling our women bees. Our others
Let's
calling
make that
us
challenge
niggas.
happen,
What
folks.
happened to us? What happened to Black and Proud? What happened? I'm gonna vote. What happened? Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. What happened to us?
You nigga.
Look, damn! I felt that. You didn't feel that? Word out said, "What happened to us?" She said, "You nigga."
Exactly. And she's exactly
believed
right.
our way. And we had the faith to do it.
Mhm.
That's why my challenge to you is that we should do what Jesse Jackson did. Not look at what
You did.
you can see, but look at what you can believe even if you can't see it.
Mhm.
Sitting up here talking about, oh, they got all the power, we can't win. We got to win. Because they put the seeds of victory in us. If we just nurture them and grow, Hakeem Jeffries be the Speaker of the House. If we keep on winning, we'll get.
And that's enough of that shit.
Who wants that? Press one in the chat if you want that weak male to leave the house.
I'm not gonna do it.
Press two if you think Hakeem Jeffries
No.
Yeah. Press two if you think Hakeem Jeffries is a weak male who doesn't need to be in leadership.
You know my thoughts.
He is what happened to Black America. He's a con artist. He's a grifter. He's full of shit.
Yep.
Go ahead, Peter.
Yep. And yep.
Yes, ma'am. So again, in 2024, when we got President Trump back in office, we forgot that we were supposed to be Democratic shields. That's what he's saying here. And again, it's disrespectful. Nobody forgot who we were. I lived in Senegal. I was at Boré, okay? I speak Wolof. That's my second country in the world, okay? I'm a global citizen, American nationalist. However, we don't need people like him anymore. This era is done. When they put the reverend in the ground, that's it. Al Sharpton is off the stage. You are not the new Jesse Jackson. Leave us alone. And I think it's very interesting that he stated that we did come back and we came back with Barack Obama. Barack Obama is not a West African. He's a Kenyan Irish man. He has no ties to West Africa, the door, no return, the transatlantic slave trade. That's not Barack Obama's business. He's just as foreign to that experience as any white man. Okay, and I'm not saying that he is a white man. I'm just saying that's not his business. But this was their goal because now
cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. You better thank your donors.
He wanted to tie Kamala and Barack Obama back to the people because we were saying all throughout the campaign that these are not our tribesmen. These are not a part of our group. We don't know these people. So again, the goal for this, in my opinion, for this event was to reel the Negroes back into the Democratic Party. They're saying that they want to take stuff from us. Who's taking stuff from us? The only person that's taken from us on a large scale is Barack Hussein Obama Jr. That's who did it. And when you go up and down the street, all these vacant lots, Obama did that. The Democratic Party did that to us. So why would they sit here and lie on top of this man's corpse and say that we got to come back? And now we got to remember that, you know, they're calling us niggas. How do you say that in the pulpit standing behind the cross? These people have no respect, Dana. And that's what blows me because these are the elders. These are literally the elders, the ones who are supposed to keep order in the community, order in the church. But they put their alliance and allegiance to the Democratic Party above everything else, to the detriment of our people. Listen, I mean, did this
That doesn't tell you
speaking at your
anything.
granddad's funeral like this?
No, absolutely not. And, and these are the same people that put Black America in disarray.
Correct.
To fill their own pockets with money and to collect their own, to collect power, access for themselves and their family. So the elders in the room, of course, they're going to fall for it because that's their generation. Our generation and younger, it's a new wave. We not falling for it. So, that's, like you said, laying Jesse Jackson to rest. That's the end of that era. Now it is up to us and our responsibility to create a new and better era for Black America and America as a whole. One more clip.
We're not going to do any more victim talk, because even in that room, Dana, we had 3 former U.S. presidents and a vice president. So all of these people had all the power to fix all of these issues. So their speeches were actually an indictment on themselves.
Yes.
Donald Trump has been in office now for what? We are in March. So for 14 months, he's been in office, okay? But we had 8 years of Obama, 8 years of Clinton, 4 years of Biden, 8 years of a Biden vice president, 4 years of a Kamala vice president. Why didn't they fix these issues? Because they didn't want to. Because if you fix the issues, you can no longer trauma bond and host pity parties.
This is the last clip.
Although she didn't play Joe Biden's thingamajiggy, evidently he said, "I'm smarter than all of you."
Oh dear.
Oh
dear.
Well, I don't feel too sorry for him. I mean, if you voted for him, you let that Dixiecrat define your blackness. You have no right to call me an Uncle Ruckus. I'm sorry, you don't.
Clip, and this is very short because her whole speech was just irrelevant. But I did find it funny that she was introduced as the first Indian. So she's leaving the Black alone now. She's not Black no more. She's going back to her roots,
Why?
Indian. But this is just a quick clip here.
Why are we not surprised?
Let me just say, I predicted a lot about what's happening right now.
Dear Lord.
You never predict.
I'm not into saying I told you so, but we did see it coming.
Oh God. Really?
Let me just say,
no comment.
I predicted a lot about what's happening right now.
Bitch, if you predicted, if you could predict that good, why couldn't you predict you losing? Or why didn't you predict you winning?
Where were your psychic powers then? This is a Baptist church.
Where
In
were
the
your
Baptist
psychic
church,
powers
you
when
start
you were
speaking
in
to
the
people
black
by
man were
saying,
getting
I want to give an
locked
honor to God, who's the head of my life, and to all the ministers in the room. That's how you start a Baptist speech. But again, they were not at church. They were at a campaign rally. And for her to sit here and say, see, I told y'all, no, honey, we happy that you're not in office here in Chicago, because had you been in office, we would have been in a worse off position. You'd have had all these illegals here living on top of us, kicking in people's doors, trying to commandeer their houses. We put an end to that by getting her off the stage. So that's what I'm saying, because remember when she was campaigning, she said she grew up in a Black Baptist church in San Francisco. Her mom took her there so they can get their Black experience. So she know better than they do. But they don't care, Dana. And that's why I'm saying this whole funeral, again, was to honor Reverend Jackson, but it was to put this whole political movement to rest. Nobody's buying it anymore. We are happier. We are freer. We are moving on. We have been empowered to say that we are not going to find comfort in chaos anymore. Okay, we don't have to. We have a president in office that directly listens to us, gives us what we need straight on the ground. And maybe, Reverend Jackson was doing something similar. He's a lucky Libra like us. And you know that we're very diplomatic people. So he was able to go in, shake a hand, make a friend, and come on out. You heard Al Sharpton say that people want to work with the power rather than, or go in, scoop up what they can, and come out. Or maybe that was Barack Obama. Because that's what I always say. Well, I'm going to go in there, scoop up what I can, bring it back to the house. No, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to fight. No, baby, we're in a democracy. In a democracy, people have to come together, shake hands, make friends, see what type of middle ground you can come up with, and then take the spoils of your conversation back to the people that you represent.
Correct.
That's American government. But these people are not pushing for a democratic type of government. They want a socialist type of government where they tell you how to think, they tell you how to do it, and if you don't do what they tell you to do, then there are repercussions behind that. And you can't whoop me. You know, I'm serious. I'm not about to pick no switch. So no, we're not listening to these people anymore. But I will say that the Jacksons handled this with grace, because not only did Jesse Jackson Jr. walk out, you know, I've seen different people moving in and out based on the speakers, because I don't think that people were really satisfied. By the time we were leaving, and this is when Joe was on the stage, people were leaving by the droves. So I don't even think, I mean, yes, it was a long funeral, because, you know, like Aretha Franklin's funeral, this was a fume, not a funeral, a fume. So the fume takes all day. However, the messaging was a turn off to the people. Nobody left there feeling empowered. Nobody left there like, yes, I'm ready to go out here because I am somebody. No, they were not talking about I am somebody. They were pushing us back to the donkey. And that's over. It is done. It is done. The Jacksons, I'm sure, I'm positive, will have a lot to say about this, especially because they're running for office. And they are well aware that the people of the city of Chicago, at least, were not satisfied with this. We did not ask them to come in and, you know, basically disrespect us and say that we're stupid for moving on politically, because that's what these speeches were. Every speech after speech after speech was like, y'all are moving on and y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Come back over here because those people are the boogeyman. And we no longer believe in the white Republican boogeyman. I know that when I went to the Black History Month reception at the White House, President Trump spoke about Reverend Jackson. And he said that that's my friend. Okay, y'all might know him, but that's my friend. And I can tell y'all, the older he got, the better he got. Because when we were young men, we were a mess. You know, like, that's his real life buddy. He helped get Operation Push off the ground by funding them. Jesse Jackson worked with...
Yes, quiet as it kept, Donald Trump funded Jesse Jackson's campaigns for president.
Yeah, he did. He did.
President Trump, when he was just Donald Trump in New York, to get Black people more access on Wall Street. That helped me. I had an internship on Wall Street in 2008. I was there when the market crashed and Barack Obama started rolling out this play. So, I mean, these are things that I just think that they could have really highlighted. They could have spoke about, or someone did speak about how, and I think this was Isaiah Thomas. He also gave a really good speech. Shout out to the West Side of Chicago. Isaiah Thomas is the former captain of the Detroit Pistons, and he's also from the West Side of Chicago, so he knows Reverend Jackson at that level. And he said, you know, as he was...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas played at St. Joseph High School, where Gene Pingatore was I think Gene Pingatore was his coach. Yeah, but he's from Westchester.
Interesting.
Coming up here in Chicago playing basketball. He's from the West Side, so he was a little rough in the street because the Thomases are a huge West Side family. So, you know, they get outside and do their, and Reverend Jackson pulled him to the side and was like, yo, you somebody, okay? Stop. Get your stuff together. Focus on your ball. You know what you got to do. And that helped him. So, you know, people talked about how that was an empowering speech. He was not up there to, you know, shield for the Democratic Party. But these people, this was their last pitch to talk directly to Black America, because they knew that there was a huge audience. Now they can get up there, they can do all this fear mongering, they can reference slavery, they can talk about outside safety trying to undo Reconstruction stuff.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, like, you the last nigga to talk anything about Reconstruction, about slavery, about Black progress. You just the last. And they knew that cameras of every legacy news outlet was filming this live on YouTube, on the news, on everywhere. So yeah, they used his funeral as a political standoff against Trump and against Republicans. And that is so disgusting.
Disgusting.
And this is why I would never support none of these people up there that went up there. So listen, tell us about your campaign, where people can go to support.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Follow
the story before we move forward. I had posted. Hold on, wait a minute. There we go. I had posted something on Facebook of Ice Cube said. I I would show you the screenshot, but I know the family and I don't need the headache. Yeah, I know this dude and his family, and I don't need the headache. But he's saying something nice about Trump. So naturally, Butthurt Blue gets in my chat, and said, "Ice Cube to sell out." Blah 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 blah. So I respond to him.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, blah 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 blah. So I say to him something on the order of, "Okay, you sold us a dementia patient with stage 4 cancer and an incompetent AK who stepped away to the top. We chose the lesser of two evils. Somehow, some way, this conversation turned into, you can't date my daughter."
What the actual fuck?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Whoa, time out. He says on the phone. Stop. Penalty flag on the field. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, this was a conversation about Ice Cube in politics.
Yes.
And it turned into, you can't date my daughter. You support him, hide your girls.
Holy catfish. What? Wait, come here. Kevin.
God damn it. You can't make this shit up.
You can't make this shit up. You simply cannot make this shit up. Somehow.
Now, just to give you some context.
Yes, sir.
The individual doesn't even know this. Probably doesn't even know this. I know him, and I know his parents. Right. His parents are nuts. Full disclosure, they are my elders. They're my church elders. I call them by aunt and uncle, so they're my church aunt and uncle. But they're nuts. His mama actually tried to hook me up with somebody.
Get the fuck out of here! What?
And I wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't feeling it. I walked off. And the chick she tried to hook me up with, she ended up ironically dating a white guy and having twins by him.
You have got to be shitting me.
No, I'm not shitting you at all. Oh, it gets better.
It gets better? What?
Oh yeah. He's talking to me about hide the little girls. I had to tell it. Remember that story I told about a little girl that I had to explain to her it's not appropriate for me to take her to the bathroom?
Yes, I remember that story. Yes.
Well, technically she's a part of their adopted family because his parents adopted her mother. So you know what I said to him? I'm like, I had to tell a young lady in your family it is not appropriate for me to take you to the bathroom. He's like, you didn't say that to anybody in my family. I was like, are you sure about that? I didn't say her name. She's grown now, but you know she was like 4 or 5 years old. You know, I'm not trying to expose her like that. She has her own daughter now. I'm trying to leave her. I want to leave her alone.
Right.
But
you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah, he tried to not deny it. I was like, "You sure about that?" I basically told him, "You need to calm your ass down, man. You didn't went off the rails. We're talking about this is a conversation about Ice Cube and his views, and you up here talking about me dating your daughter. What the fuck is wrong with you,
idiot?"
BGS misunderstood my question, but I was like, "What is wrong with these butthurt blues, man?" And then after that, he blocked me. Thank God.
Yeah, thank the Lord.
I'm like, hope your daughter blocks me too, because I don't have time for this shit. I haven't seen this dude in 20 years, and I have. And here's the other funny part. I haven't seen this dude in over 20 years, and I have no clue what his daughter looks like. But he told me, you can't date my daughter. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even know your daughter. And she thinks like you, I don't want to date her.
As the master teacher,
weirdo.
As the master teacher most eloquently said, 1,
I am too old for this bullshit.
Yeah, I am too old for this
2,
bullshit.
I ain't got no time for this bullshit.
Good Lord.
But that's the kind of weirdos that's on the left.
And apparently
there's a conversation about Ice Cube, and I went back and looked like, wait a minute, did he say anything about a little girl? Like, I had to go back and look like, wait a minute, did I say anything about a little girl? What? How did this turn into a conversation about me looking at your girl? What the fuck?
There's no, you did not. Good grief. Good grief. You got to be kidding me. You've absolutely got to be kidding. Whew. Lord have mercy.
But that's the kind of lunacy that's on the left right now. Is there lunacy on the right? Yes. There's some there are some insane MAGA folk out there too. Let me be clear.
Of course there is.
And yes, some of them are racist.
There's lunacy all over the place.
Yeah, some of them are racist. I've never denied that.
No, you haven't. Not in the time I've known you. You haven't. Good gracious. Good gracious, man. I'm glad.
Somebody else I knew came and said, "Can we tone down the rhetoric?" And I told him, "Look, like, bro, I don't even know his daughter."
Exactly.
Daughter, I don't understand how she became a part of that conversation.
I don't either. How did this? How
you don't even know his daughter? How did this become a part of the conversation?
How in the blue hell did this happen?
I had to call Charles and Louie because I was tripping for a minute because because it was kind of personal. It'd be different if just some Yahoo online, but I know his family.
Yeah. Ugh. Just ugh.
And after that, I hate to be cruel. After that, I blocked his parents because I know their vote blue no matter who.
You don't
and logic's going to be out the window if I say anything. So I was like, I'm done. I'm not like, nah.
You don't need that. You don't need that at all, man. That's holy.
I'd already blocked his mother once. I unblocked her, but man, I blocked her again. I was like, I don't like, nah, I don't want to put up with this shit.
You don't need that.
I don't need this kind of goofy shit.
Come here.
But
BGS, say it again, please.
I ain't got no time for this bullshit.
Yeah, I don't. Let's move on, but I had to get that story off my chest.
Mm-hmm.
Now, fair warning.
Before you move on, let's have a little fun here. And I'll set it up this way. Joni and I had a night out recently.
Okay.
We went to Applebee's. And for some reason, I disclosed that fact and I get the side eye. You took your wife to Applebee's? It was her suggestion.
What's wrong with Applebee's?
Ain't a goddamn thing wrong with Applebee's. So, tonight's category is what happened when the gynocracy walked in? And I wasn't ready. And I got to do it BGS style since he coined the phrase and Jody endorsed it.
Mm-hmm.
We were out having a good time. Then the gynocracy walked in.
Why is he with his parole officer?
All-Star G, does that answer your question? I can honestly.
Who that nigga with that snow bunny?
Now let me throw this in for a setup.
Okay.
We saw all the stares we were getting.
Mhm.
Okay. When they walked in, we saw all the stares we were getting. And it's bad enough that a black person here in Southern Indiana is rare anyway. So when the gynocracy walked in and saw Jody and myself, and All-Star G, this is for you.
All-Star G, hold on, wait a minute. All-Star G, I'm sorry. That is an insult to jungle bunnies. Apologize. They're hyenas. I'm sorry. That is an insult to a jungle.
It is, man.
That's the insult to the jungle bunnies. Apologize. They're hyenas.
I say this playfully, All-Star G. You need to apologize for that comment. I say it playfully, but that's why I do these games, because every time Jody, it seems like every time Jody and I go somewhere, we get stares from hell. Now, this was a situation, and to put some more clarity on this situation, they walked in together.
Oh,
let me say that again. They walked in, weave and all, together. Weave, nails, eyelashes, eyebrows, all of it.
This should be interesting. Yeah.
Then they had, does Jody look better than them? Fuck yeah.
Oh boy.
Take a look at this. Take a look at the picture. Jody's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Jody's right there in my thumbnail.
Why he with his parole officer?
And you know the best part about it? In the almost 8 years that Jody and I have been together, she's only worn makeup once. You know when that occasion was? The day we got married.
Okay.
And Cheyenne, my daughter, did her makeup. Man, you know how fast Jody took that shit off? Because Jody has expressed this to me. She loves being natural, which is a lot more than I can say for the gynocracy that saw us when we went to Applebee's. There's Bonnet Brigade in the wild.
There's a story going on TikTok that I kind of don't want to cover it because these are some really young girls. They're 11 years old.
Oh dear.
They're 11 years old. And they have cute little girl hairstyles.
Mm-hmm.
And the mother was showing off their cute little girl hairstyles and pointed out that nobody was teasing them because they had proper hairstyle for 11-year-olds in the 5th grade.
Yes.
There are a bunch of hyenas in the chat talking about they need to have their lace fronts instead of bows in their head. Yeah.
Excuse the bloody b hell out of me. What?
They were mad because they didn't have lace fronts and they were dressing too young for 11 years old. They're 11 years old.
Exactly.
They're not supposed to be having their titties hanging out or nothing like that. They're supposed to.
Not at 11. No. And
I don't care how tall they are. They're just some perverty weirdo shit. But let's go on and move to the next session. And fair warning, just a fair warning.
Simp alert. Simp.
You warned me of this last week.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
You warned me of this last week. God damn it. What do you have now?
Now we're going to listen to Willie D. Simp for Jasmine Crockett.
Why?
Just because.
Okay. You realize I'm having fun with this.
Yeah.
goodness. Can't hear him. Uh-oh.
Jasmine Crockett, an international star.
What?
Okay, how can I say this? That's your national. That's your national star.
International star.
International star. This is your international star.
Because I'm black. I'm an independent. I don't need no man. Texas is just racist. I'm a preacher's daughter. I'm supposed to get my way. I'm not supposed to be a loser like the people who voted for me. I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to win.
Oh, by the way, I got called Uncle Ruckus for putting the grape soda in there.
You an asshole. You know that, and I love it.
Yeah, I got called Uncle Ruckus.
You got called Uncle Ruckus for putting the grape soda in there. You're not Uncle Ruckus. You an asshole because it's funnier than shit, but it belongs in there.
I mean, she plays a ghetto hood rat.
Yes.
In the grape soda appropriate?
Yes.
And Dr. Dunbar tried to tell her the same thing
on
Facebook. I mean, she plays a hood rat. I mean, what would you expect? Anyway.
What more do you expect? Right.
I'll tell you what happened. She didn't run a good campaign. That's what happened.
Ain't that the truth?
What?
We cannot hear him. I cannot hear him.
He said racism. Awesome.
Here, I know what to do.
Lord have mercy. She was He said she was
Wait.
qualified.
What did he say? Hold on. What did he say? I want to be sure I heard that right.
He said that she was qualified.
She was qualified.
I think you have. Yeah, no, but I will play this. He said this was qualified.
Because I'm black. I'm an independent. I don't need no man. Texas is just racist. I'm a preacher's daughter. I'm supposed to get my way. I'm not supposed to be a loser like the people who voted for me. I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to win.
You ain't got a lick of sense for that shit. Matter of fact, play it again. I want to see the grape soda again.
I'll play it again in a minute.
I can't hear what he's saying.
Can you hear him now?
No.
Can y'all hear him?
No.
You can't hear him at all?
No, I checked on the YouTube feed. We can't hear him.
Oh, wow.
So you may have to start over again with the alert at the beginning of it.
You hear that?
No.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right, folks. Let me see. Well, let me do this. Let me just stop sharing. I don't know what's going on here, but let's share again.
We heard both of the Jasmine Crockett bits, but we didn't hear Willie D.
Okay. You hear that?
There you go. There you go. We got it.
All right.
What's up, family? As you know by now, Jasmine Crockett lost her bid to become senator in Texas in the primaries to James Tallarico a couple of nights ago.
She got her ass kicked.
Yeah. Off rip, this was a study in contrast.
Bullshit.
You have James Tallarico on the left, who is, relatively a newcomer, right? He's a preacher man. On the other side, you have a well-experienced lawyer.
Time. Well-experienced. What is she well-experienced in? Under the table?
Well, actually, she is well-experienced. You know what she's well-experienced in?
Lowered expectations.
Well, not only that, but she's also well-experienced in.
I'm independent.
You left that one open, and the timing was perfect.
Mm-hmm. Representative who's been in the game for years and who was a national star. Really an international star. Or who still is an international star.
Give me this button.
In the Democratic Party.
Bullshit.
So what happened?
She didn't
exactly what happened.
You dumb fuck.
I'll tell you what happened. Racism.
You stupid, illiterate, incompetent
That's
fuck.
right. I said it. See, I know y'all. I know what you look like. I know what you sound like. Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah, y'all think I wasn't going to say anything about it? Y'all thought I wasn't going to say anything? Yeah. You can holler all of that old she loud stuff all your ass want to.
She is loud and wrong.
Uh-huh.
But when it come down to these politics, it's supposed to be about qualifications. Because that's the first thing y'all
qualifications.
Say
You incompetent asshole.
They're not qualified. What they do to be qualified, they're not qualified. Well, she was more than qualified. I want to read something to you.
Don't even play it. I'll do it for you. She was more than qualified.
Thank you. Stay there for a moment. She's more than qualified. She's more than qualified.
I ain't got no time for this bullshit.
She's more than qualified.
Are you kidding me?
She's more than qualified.
God damn it. You can't make this shit up.
And to finish this up, she's more than qualified.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
I'll do one. Actually, Snowman, I'll do one better.
Let's hear it.
She's more. Hold on, wait a minute. Come on, get down there. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Wrong section.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh my.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's more than qualified.
You big dummy. There's a dummy. There's a dummy.
Dummy.
What's this one? Okay. What's the other one?
Wait. Hold on. Is this? She's more than qualified.
What?
She's more than qualified.
What? What the fuck?
She's more than qualified.
Just a moment. She's more than qualified.
What in the all types of blue hell?
And I still got to get BGS to record that for me. Even better. How about The Rock? She's more than qualified.
Who in the blue hell are you?
If she's more than qualified.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Fuck you for that button, okay?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hold on, wait a minute. She's more than qualified.
Wait, crayons? Don't talk about crayons. Crayons? Crayons?
You and BGS are assholes for that one, but I love it. No, wait.
Who D has been the same since the Ghetto Boys broke up, huh?
Just a minute. Just a minute. AB, play that crayon button again. I got a funny one for you. Play it again.
Okay, she's more than qualified.
Wait, crayons? Don't talk about crayons. Crayons? Crayons?
Jody saw that one Saturday night and then walked by and said, crayons, and walked off.
Oh hell.
Jody, you ain't shit for that. You are one cold-hearted bitch, and we love you for it. This woman is something else, no man. This woman is something else.
And you wonder why I married her.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's more than
exactly.
Wait a minute, she's more than qualified.
Wait, before you continue, wait, just a minute.
If she's more than qualified,
how do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
Which is what
and that's my personality right there.
Which is what I'm going to ask to the WNBA this week on the morning show. Wait a minute. I got one for AB. AB, you're going to love me for this, but you're going to hate me at the same time because you're going to be laughing. She's more than qualified.
How about new?
Oh, yeah.
Crazy Dutch bastard.
Another, it's a publication I just don't like. Let me just put it like that. Crockett, who appears regularly on liberal television outlets, had built a national reputation as a pugnacious partisan who was unafraid to confront Republicans and the Trump administration.
Pugnacious?
Puerto Rico, who has a Master of Divinity degree from a Christian seminary, offered a more genteel approach.
Blue hell.
While he shares many of Crockett's liberal positions, he emphasized finding common ground with disaffected Republicans and trying to reclaim religious values from the evangelical right. Let's stop right there. So
yeah, stop right there and turn off your microphone.
They paint Jasmine as a pugnacious partisan. You know, she can only attract these people over here, this one kind of people. But this other guy, he's more sensible, and then they also listed his academic credentials. He has a Master of Divinity degree from a Christian seminary.
Don't you need something like that?
He emphasizes finding common ground.
Chris Hedges makes more sense than this person right here, right now. And he is an ordained minister.
All that's just talk. Because we know Democrats and Republicans don't get along, and the Republicans hired Donald Trump so that they didn't have to get along, because they don't want to get along. They don't want to come together. They don't want to unite. So you got to have somebody that's in there that say, you know what? y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to rock with us. We don't want to rock with y'all. Y'all, we're going to get this done anyway. Because the Republicans ain't rocking with the Democrats. I don't give a damn what they do. I don't care what they say. They not rocking at all. You saw what happened when Barack Obama was in office. They went after Obama at every turn. They didn't give a damn if it hurt the people or helped the people. They were indifferent. They just every single time oppose. So he can sit up there and talk all sweet and gentle all he wants to. He ain't gonna get nothing done because the Republicans is going to oppose.
Do you even know
they don't care about the people?
Oh boy.
What's
any
up,
more
Louis?
than the Democrats care about the people. And let's talk about the Democrats. Let's talk about the Texas Democratic Party who threw Jasmine Crockett under the bus. For all she's done to them to give them make them look like they had some balls. They're supposed to be all the way in her corner, but they would not.
No.
Hold on, wait a minute.
No, just no.
Acting like this is making them look like they have some balls.
Just because I'm black. I'm an independent. I don't need no mans. Texas is just racist. I'm a preacher's daughter. I'm supposed to get my way. I'm not supposed to be a loser like the people who voted for me. I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to win.
Fuck you and that soda, okay? Let me see it again. Please. I don't know why it's addictive, but let me see it again.
Oh, why not?
Just because I'm black. I'm an independent. I don't need no mans. Texas is just racist. I'm a preacher's daughter. I'm supposed to get my way. I'm not supposed to be a loser like the people who voted for me. I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to win.
You asshole. Grape soda.
Speaking of lack of balls, remember the one I made of Roland Martin and DL?
Yes. Oh no. No.
Snowman's already seen it, but I've actually remixed it.
Look at those Simple Simons walk out. Yeah, our ancestors died for the right to blindly vote for the Democrats started by a slave owner. Bet you half of them don't even know who they just voted for. They know the letter next to the name. That was enough for them. History don't seem to teach when you don't want to listen. Nah, it waits until it bites you. Then you remember. Guess who'll be here with the band?
You sold us a dementia patient with stage 4 cancer. You sold us a dementia patient with stage 4 cancer. You sold us a dementia patient with stage 4 cancer. And an incompetent AKA who slept her way to the top. Why should I take you two clowns seriously?
You sold us a fake black woman who slept her way to the top and locked up black people unjustly. That includes single mothers. Why should I listen to you clowns?
Good jobs, boys. Now go to your Massa Clinton's house for your butter biscuits.
Beat the beat, get master. Beat the beat, get master. Yes, master.
You're an idiot.
Fuck you and the munchkins you hired for those voiceovers. Shit.
Fuck you and fuck you for that. When he sent Namer, when he sent that to me, I walked out of here and laughed for 20 minutes. You ain't shit. I love you, AB, as a brother, but you ain't shit for that, okay?
I wanted to, sometimes. If y'all remember Which Way Is Up, the Richard Pryor movie, Which Way Is Up?
Yes.
Sometimes I just want to just dress up like Rufus Jones, the father, and just cuss this motherfucker out. I'm sorry, AB, but I have to.
I would like to, but I can't because I'm too busy laughing at half the shit he comes up with.
Holy Jesus, what the hell you don't do?
Let me try that again. Let me try that again. I'm too busy laughing at all the shit he comes up with.
By the way, before we continue, agree to disagree with me, or agree to agree with me, or disagree to disagree with me, or disagree to agree with me, if you will. Yes, you got 4 options, motherfuckers. But Willie D hasn't been the same since the Ghetto Boys broke up. I mean,
no.
Scarface is all right, head of Def Jam South. This guy just got a podcast. And just be glad Bushwick Bill is no longer with us, so he doesn't have to see this disaster.
Yeah.
To answer King Pix's question, it's called knowing how to video edit it, being trained in animation, and seeing and experience.
Yep, that's what I'm gaining doing all the editing I'm doing.
Because if you saw my original, the AI edits weren't that good, and the reason they had that voice is because the voices weren't were deeper than that.
Yeah,
they weren't the extra voices, so I had to do some modifications.
But you had to hire a bunch of munchkins. God damn you!
In her corner, they was not in her corner. Yeah. I was watching them closely, man. They was sitting back on their hands. They didn't want Jasmine to win.
Why is this motherfucker talking like a conspiracy theorist?
Really didn't want her to win because she can't be controlled like the blacks that they want in office. See, they don't mind that.
Okay. Hold on. Wait.
Well, he's right about that.
Oh dear.
Wait, again, you want somebody like this to be your senator?
Because I'm black. I'm an independent. I don't need those mans. Texas is just racist. I'm a preacher's daughter. I'm supposed to get my way. I'm not supposed to be a loser like the people who voted for me. I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to win.
Oh, the temper tantrum.
Yes. Oh, by the way, this episode of Colosseum Night has been brought to you by I Choose the Bear.
I choose the bear. He won't try to hurt me.
Lord, bless this food I'm about to receive. Amen.
Lord, what is in that hair? Oh my God.
I choose the bear. He will never hurt me.
A few moments later.
Hey, come get her. She did something to my baby daddy.
What?
I choose the bear. He will never hurt me.
Like, subscribe, hit the Cash App, support the show, hit the Super Chat, support the show.
Since when did this motherfucker have a lick of sense? I'm talking about Bush. I'm talking about Willie D. He's never had a lick of sense. And by the way, he's right about one thing. The Democrats cannot control this little lace front heifer because she's not meant to be controlled. She's meant to be a rabid little pug. And yes, I did say pug, motherfuckers. She's a rabid pug, and all she is just a lot of bark, no bite.
In Texas, that ran by white folks, just like the Harris County Party ran by white folks. The Harris County Democratic Party ran by white folks.
What else is new?
They don't like no black person who they can't control.
They're called Dixiecrats for a reason.
Straight. But if they can't control you, they're going to find somebody else to run against you. Qualified or not qualified. They're going to find somebody else to run against you. And if you beat that person, they're going to leave you out on your own to go up against that Republican. And if you win, okay, all right, damn, we just got to deal with her. That's the mentality. Fam, I saw it up close in person. I'm not speculating. I saw it up close in person. So they throw out his academic achievements, but they failed to mention Jasmine's. So I'm going to do it.
Oh, boy.
Not just academic.
Okay, that's enough of that segment. I can't take any more of that segment.
I can't take it. No.
Shout out to Dr. T. He released this today, and this is kind of a clip from him going over the SIP roundtable.
The SIP roundtable.
This is him and BTS's take on the SIP roundtable.
Oh boy.
Drake almost got sued because he put hot sauce in his own condom.
And we laugh more at hot sauce than we do about why he did it.
Why he did it, yeah. Yeah.
That is the one thing I will shout out Drake for, is putting hot sauce in that damn condom so that you couldn't get pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys use horseradish, don't they?
The reason she dug it out of the trash, she got murdered.
Yeah. I would have paid money to watch her hop around, but that's a whole nother thing. I would have paid cold hard cash to watch her hop around.
I would have too.
Damn it, $99, put it on the internet. I would have paid for it.
Pay-per-view, huh?
Pay-per-view, goddammit. Sorry, I'm just anyway, here we go.
Being a choice of their bodies, we also have to teach our daughters and sons how to be responsible. Yeah. Not rely on the plan B, because abortion shouldn't be used just so you can all go out and have a good time.
Right.
Because we walk away, but women have to deal with the body, the changing your body. It's so much. I tell my girl all the time, I couldn't do it. Just having a menstrual cycle. I would say
I have no problem acknowledging that women have the burden of the pregnancy, the body, the impacts it has on the body.
Agreed.
But let's not pretend like they don't also weaponize their bodies in regards to pregnancy. So when we talked about the manipulative tactics a moment ago that women are able to engage in as far as pregnancy, they can use it in a very predatorial fashion to secure resources, or sometimes
they have done it.
They want to keep that man in their life. That's the reality. So we can talk about the burdens of pregnancy on the female body, but we can't talk about the weaponization of the female body in pregnancy in terms of how it impacts men.
Well,
can y'all let mine come like once a year? I can pay somebody once a year because I watch my girl go through the changes emotionally, and not just physically, but it's a lot of shit women go through. So I think men, honestly, need to sit down and shut the fuck up. It's a lot that we don't see because
I'm sorry.
How about now?
Thank you. Here it is.
Bald-headed bastard.
It's like you listening to you guys trying to be good husbands. We gotta.
How about no, Pinky?
Hey, what's going on here?
Wait.
Wrong button.
I gotta say something here.
Quickly.
He's talking about, well, men need to learn how to be good husbands. Well, how come women aren't being told how to be good wives? Secondly, why won't guys just say no? Because I say I'm pro-choice. You know how pro-choice I am? I'm so pro-choice, I think a man insists on using a condom or even turning down sex is being pro-choice, because you make the choice to say, I chose my own safety over the risks.
The women got to let us in, and we can't tell them what to do. And I think this government has to step back and let women make choices for themselves.
Women are the first wonder of the world, despite what's said. It's the first wonder.
Exactly.
That's the only thing outside of God that I know that creates. First and foremost. The issues that we have are that the woman knows before we know whether or not life should be brought into earth, brought here. Or
alert, please.
We're speaking in myth.
He's speaking in myth. I said, what he say? The woman is the closest thing to God on earth, right?
What kind of stupid are you?
You know how many women have had babies that they didn't know they were even pregnant and dropped them in toilets and trash cans?
Exactly. You ain't shit for that line. I hate you.
And as far as the whole question of the woman is God,
well, fortunately, what's her face can't sue me for it.
With this feminist argument that we are almost accidentally involved in the entire process, like almost, if they could make the argument that they didn't need male sperm, that we weren't involved, they would make it.
They would.
If they could make the argument, they would. And we are almost convinced we have nothing to do with this process at all.
Bullshit.
It's interesting to me how this happens. You don't get pregnant without me.
Yep.
This is a process. And in that process, while your body undergoes those changes, I'm here to protect you in the most vulnerable state you're in your life. I was just watching the Spider-Verse movie last night where Issa Rae plays a pregnant Spider-Woman on a motorcycle.
I remember that on the motorcycle, yeah.
Going around beating people up. And I know in real life, man, if that was I would have been like many other men. If you don't sit your ass down, you ain't doing it. Sit down. You're not threatening our child's life to prove some damn point. Stop it. But the reality is that's the most vulnerable position you're going to be in. And if we are together, especially if you're my wife, my body doesn't go through those kind of changes because I'm here to protect you. Mm-hmm. This is the process that was designed, if we can use that term, for us to deal with together in some fashion. But now men have been erased from the dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
But you tell me.
Pause for a minute, please.
How do you see
this? It is so, it's hilarious, man. That feminism crept in and basically they made women so autonomous in their mind. Almost like men.
I'm sorry, you're going in and out. What'd you say?
I said it's strange that feminism has made these women so autonomous. They're almost like men.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And so they almost become like what, you know, what's the equivalent of a female John Henry?
Joan Henrietta.
Henry, my way through life. Okay, have kids, not have kids, because now the Chinese women are saying, I don't want kids. I want to live life alone and with my cats and dogs.
Well, guess what? You are welcome to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And the reality is that whole independence movement is now grappling with the outcome of decades of it. Mm-hmm. And what are we seeing? I'm seeing more women over 50 coming forward in regret than I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Like they were lied to, they were manipulated, right?
Just a quick segue. Speaking of John Henry, how can I say this? This old hammer killed John Henry. This old hammer killed John Henry. This old hammer killed John Henry, but it won't kill me. But it won't kill me. Take this hammer to the working boss. Take this hammer to the working boss. Take this hammer to the working boss. But it won't kill me. But it won't kill me. That's the actual song.
Okay. I gotta say something first of all. In defense of the men, and to the men who say men don't go through changes, I will say bullshit. Because men actually go through changes when a female is pregnant.
Emotionally.
Our testosterone, neurologically, and endocrine-wise, yes. Because remember, your hormones, your testosterone level is now changed. It has to lower a bit because now you're going not into you because you're not seeking a female to impregnate, but you're now in protect mode.
Right.
Your testosterone, your testosterone level has to lower a bit because now you're in protect mode because you're protecting a woman who has your child. So now you're protecting of your genetic investment.
You're protecting.
And when the child is born, you're protecting two lives. And when the child is born, you're protecting two lives as well. So your testosterone level has to lower a bit because you cannot be aggressive around that child because you could kill that child by accident. Mm-hmm. And in the past, people don't, and what they don't mention also in the past, men would delete a newborn if they suspected that it wasn't theirs. That's why the first time a man holds a child, it's something that goes back to, it's something he does instinctually because he's looking at the child trying to figure out, is there anything in this child phenotypically that is of me or of my lineage? Mm-hmm. So don't tell me men don't go through changes. We go through changes due to circumstances, damn it.
You know, in movies, on film, and in TV shows, okay? That strong independent woman was good. And everybody wants to be the Golden Girls, right?
Oh gosh.
Until you have to be the Golden Girls, until you're sitting there realizing you never had kids. Some people are cool with that.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants kids. But more often than not, women especially that didn't have kids because they wanted to be independent, I'm hearing more and more from them that they regret it.
It was
well, not everybody can be blanched.
Men, you know, white men don't do this. Even white feminists, male feminists don't do this. They don't make the woman a divine creature like we do.
No.
Jane Henry.
Actually, it's Jane Henrietta. Jane Henrietta.
That's funny.
Man, this is all right. Here we go.
They deserve to have that right for the simple fact of America does not allow us to run a system the way we should as a family. Men don't understand. You may be the leader, but you might not be the provider. Do you know how to lead if you are not the provider? In the midst of trying to figure it out, he's coming from a whole
Wait.
It's
Before you
been
go
a struggle
on,
for us to be the
before
way
you
that we
go
are, to
on,
think that we are.
I better play this. The blue hell.
Oh, well, hang on a second. AP, stay off the weed.
And then from there, me and Cliff was.
I don't think he was supposed to say that.
No, he wasn't supposed to say that. Yeah.
He broke from the script. That's when they knew this might be a problem. We got to watch. He's not. He's all over the place.
That's one loose lip.
Watch him. They probably looked at each other like, all right, y'all, we got to do this together.
You letting that red pill slip in. Okay. You letting that red pill slip in.
Talking about that. When it started with the Section 8, women were able to take care of the kids without the man being in the house, which gave her the mindset that I can be the leader because I have to be the provider. And then after that, it was the crack epidemic, which you guys started using when they was going to prison. Regardless, we stayed out of the house. Now it's social media. And the thing is, we were always here to protect the Black women. And if you ever seen the movie Sparta, men were actually the leaders, but the leader knew how to lead because he still.
I noticed that gymnastics. He went from family court and the pushing. Welfare.
Welfare, yeah.
And the pushing out of men from the household.
The crack era where they were imprisoning men and hyper incarceration to Sparta.
And then he went to Sparta to somehow make an argument about men not being present. How did he twist it at the end? Anyway, I'm just saying the gymnastics there I find real interesting. So 2 out of 3 of the things he mentioned were systemic things that took place that Black men had really relatively little control of. Even when you talk about the crack era, you're talking about an era where jobs were vanished. I mean, we're talking about post deindustrialization. There were no jobs.
Right.
You know, it's a sociological reality that if there are no jobs, the rate of illegal behavior increases. Mm-hmm. This is not because people are more inherently criminalistic. This is survival.
Mm-hmm.
So you go from no jobs to suddenly being able to see your neighbor with $150,000 car.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And there's a social expectation that you protect and provide, and that you have to attract women by having resources that are commonly not available to the everyday person.
Right.
So you go from welfare, pushing men out of the household, to the crack era, and somehow Black men still become responsible for not being present.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of mental gymnastics that we're seeing take place, and this happens all around the country, in Black communities especially.
It does.
Because we're not talking about the use of data. People are not bringing in historical narratives with any kind of documentation. It's just, this is what happened because this is the stereotype and this is what I've heard. And we were all raised by women. So we all heard the same things, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Trusted the woman with the gift that God gave her, which was intuition and discernment. And if you knew how to treat your woman and she knew how to love and that stress was off her, it allowed y'all to operate as a family.
Let's take a break and go to TikTok for a little bit.
They unlocked the ATM open.
There's a lot of AI. There's a lot of fat ass AI. So, you'll see for yourself.
You in my seat.
I don't see your name on it.
I've been here 35 years. Move! I will send you to meet Jesus today. You want an introduction?
You threatening me in church?
It ain't a threat. It's a prayer request. You in my seat. Where is
I owed him up.
What the hell? I just missed.
Where is
Where is
She owed me $200 and now she dead. Good riddance. What you say? What? She owed me $200 and now she dead. Good riddance.
What you say?
What?
You don't cry in the car. Damn, McDonald's, you really made a fool of yourself, bitch. Like, you really had your CEO out here taking the smallest bite possible of the big arch. And why do you keep calling it a product? Is he not legally allowed to call it a burger? Hey, McDonald's, just get in the coffin, okay? Get in the coffin. Let it happen. Let it happen. McDonald's, whoever thought it was a good idea to put the CEO on camera and have him eating that burger should be fired. I guess we really crapped the bed on this one. You sure did, bitch. That shit's been on TikTok for a week. So it's been going viral for a week? That's what I said, Urkel. McDonald's, you son of a bitch.
Urkel.
You tricked us. Tricked you? What are you talking about? Ain't nobody tricked you. This ain't punked. Yeah, Carter, what are you talking about? What did all of y'all CEOs do this week? Oh, man, it was so funny. Mine basically made a video making fun of McDonald's. Mine did too, bitch. Yeah, so did... Oh! So did mine. Wait, hold on, bitch. McDonald's CEO acted like he was repulsed by the burger. Would a video of him enjoying it have gone this viral? No. No, it would not. But, bitch, we've been out here clowning McDonald's for a week. America, think about what you just said.
There's a new battle brewing in the fast food world, and it all began with the McDonald's.
Chris K here with, you've heard about it, here it is, the Big
Today we're
Arch.
showing off our latest product at McDonald's, the Big Arch. Let's open this baby up. Ooh, what is that? Oh, it smells like mustard gas and ass.
Alan from A&W here with, you heard about it, here it is, the Teen Burger.
Hey gang, how's it going? I'm the CEO of McDonald's, and I'm doing a taste test for the Big Arch. You've heard about it all over the internet, the viral sandwich. We're gonna try it out.
What the heck?
You son of a bitch. You got all of us to inadvertently promote you. You knew that we would jump all over that like a white girl with a septum piercing jumping into a Subaru. And then Darth Vader was actually Luke's father. Jack in the Box, that's not what we're talking about. You know what? Never mind. Good job, Jack in the Box.
That was a good analogy.
Oh, man.
That was a good analogy, though.
Can't keep getting away with it.
That was.
He can't keep getting away with it.
Bitch, I'm coming to Austin, Texas.
Shout out to Carter.
Help! Get it off! Help me from the building!
The hell?
Get it off!
Oh!
Help me from the building!
The hell?
What y'all doing? Somebody gave her a tequila shot and a microphone. Why did y'all do that?
I've predicted a lot about what's happening right now.
I predicted on a lot of stuff that's going on right now. If you could predict things, you should have predicted that you was gonna lose.
Is that Jenny Jackson service?
Oh, bitch, shut up and take another shot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They I played that earlier.
I really think people underestimate how much trauma they cause on people when they.
Shut your fake ass up! You treated me like a stranger, and I didn't leave you with shit.
Damn.
I didn't know there were trans gorillas.
Shut your fake ass up! You treated me like a stranger, and I didn't leave you with shit.
What are you gonna do if I broke into your house?
This shit is funny.
You think you can make me one right now?
You know what? You know what?
Turn water to wine.
Yeah.
My in-laws coming.
Damn, a great value water too. Shit.
That's enough. We can't keep
Don't
serving
tell me
you.
how to eat. I paid for this
You're
buffet.
way over the limit. Ma'am, step away from the counter.
Hands where we can see them. Let's talk outside.
Talk later. I'm still hungry.
Ma'am, don't. Whoa. Hey. Oh my God.
Dessert time.
We're gonna need backup. You okay?
Yeah, ma'am. That's
Why the fuck there's only one fucking register open? What the hell is wrong with this store? Is everybody on fucking vacation? Oh my God. Open a fucking register. Whoa. I hate this fucking store. It's a fucking disaster. Somebody do something. It's not that hard. Open. I hate this.
Damn it, that hurts.
Broke the merry-go-round. Ooh.
I can't move. Get me in here. Hurry up. I'm starving.
What the methane gas? That was very Tom and Jerry, though.
Y'all mad because she was right? Y'all are mad because Kamala Harris was right. And it's about fucking time she said that shit with her whole goddamn chest. She said...
I think she's on the spectrum, so I've stopped playing her videos.
How do
I...
Wait, just a moment. There's a button I need to push here. How do us rational thinking beings say it? I'm trying to think of it. Oh hell, here it is. I believe the button goes.
How about no?
Yeah.
There, she said that at Jesse Jackson's funeral. I ain't want to say it. I ain't want to be right.
Yeah, we have a bunch of fat ass AIs.
Yeah.
Straight childish.
As U.S. and Iranian officials
do not bring your politics out of respect to Reverend Jesse Jackson and the life that he lived to these homegoing services.
Yep.
Come respectful and come to say thank you. But these homegoing services are welcome to all. Democrat, Republican, liberal, and conservative, right wing, left wing, because his life is broad enough to cover the full spectrum of what it means to be an American. We only ask people to come and be respectful in the context of the extraordinary life that he lived.
Let me just say, I predicted a lot about what's happening right now.
You didn't predict shit.
I'm not into saying I told you so, but we did see it coming.
What is that?
Imagine if Kamala was president.
What the fuck is that?
What would she tell Iran? Don't. Democrats keep saying the country needs to unite, but they're trashing Republicans at a funeral.
Each day we're told by those in high office to fear each other.
Mr. President, don't talk about your own party like that.
Don't talk about
And
yourself.
to turn on each other.
Don't talk about liberals who preach that we should turn on each other like that.
And that some...
Wait a minute. Aren't you the same people that said you shouldn't talk to your relatives on Thanksgiving? Oops. You thought we forgot about that?
Americans count more than others. And that some don't even count at all.
Yeah, your side did that.
Everywhere we see greed and bigotry being celebrated and bullying and mockery masquerading as strength.
Do not bring your politics out of respect.
Tamika is standing in the door. At this point, I don't care if Jasmine Crockett would have won or not.
I knew something was up because Krishan Rock has been too quiet on social media. Usually she's out.
Oh dear. Evidently, that's not Blueface's baby.
Who's Blueface?
Oh dear.
Blueface is our so-called boyfriend. Krishan Rock. No, we talked about her.
Okay. Harassing somebody or trying to break somebody's wall down, but she has been suspiciously quiet, and it all makes sense now. Blueface came out and said he is not the biological father of that baby. Everybody knew it, but now he confirmed it. He said, "Ryan."
The problem is, there's not too many real niggas left no more. Niggas not telling their homeboys, hey, bro, you making that girl uncomfortable, chill out. Hey, bro, you got a raw ass girl at home, you know what I'm saying? Go pour into that. Go make that girl your wife. You know what I'm saying? She really...
Boy, you're not old enough. Shut up.
Can we get the alert, please?
They love you. Niggas not telling their homeboys, hey, bro, you got a baby on the way. Stop throwing all your money in the strip clubs. Don't go buy them fat ass Rick-Ons. Chill out. You know what I'm saying? Niggas not holding their homeboys accountable because they not used to being held accountable. Niggas been coddled their whole life by their mama, and they ain't never did the work on themselves to hold themselves accountable. So, of course, you ain't gonna hold your homeboy accountable. You get what I'm trying to say? Y'all niggas need to start holding y'all homeboys accountable. Start holding y'all mans accountable. You know what I'm saying? The problem is, there's not too many real niggas left.
One more time.
Niggas not telling their homeboys, hey, bro, you
Pause,
making that girl
pause.
chill out. Hey, bro, you got a raw ass girl at home. You know what I'm saying? Go pour into that. Go make that girl your wife. You know what I'm saying? She really love you. Niggas not telling their homeboys, hey, bro, you got a baby on the way. Stop throwing all your money in the strip clubs. Don't go buy them fat ass Rick-Ons. Chill out. You know what I'm saying? Niggas not.
Movie lines that may be considered offensive today, part 2. We were told to call.
Oh, I love this guy.
Found anything yet? Nothing yet, sir. How about you? Not a thing, sir. What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Tuvok. He later played in Star Trek.
I love that.
He played a Vulcan.
Oh, by the way, before we continue, have you all seen the trailer for? Have you all seen the trailer for Scary Movie 6?
No.
You gotta check it out because word on the street, word out on the internet is like Gen X are offended. They're trying to cancel it.
Out of state or far away from their ass. They want to talk about why you don't even.
3 signs someone is jealous of you, but they won't admit it because jealousy rarely introduces itself.
How would you feel if your mom was your biggest op and she spent your entire childhood trying to hurt you?
I know a few
You are here to prove to your husband that he fathered your 11-month-old daughter, Amira. Mr. Brown, you say there is no way you are Amira's biological father after finding a sex tape of your wife with another man.
What?
You now
Damn.
intend to prove he fathered Amira.
I just hope that he's the father of Amira Brown.
Hope that he is.
You idiot.
Oh, it's going to get worse.
So are you saying that you really don't know?
Yes.
How did you find this sex tape? The video came up or you went looking to see what was in her phone?
Scrolling through her pictures, whatever. Before they can even get to it, I grabbed the phone.
Oh, because you knew it was something inappropriate.
Yeah, it didn't look right. It didn't look right. It looked like a video. So I clicked on it. I didn't like what I seen and I disclosed it.
Miss McKinney, how do you end up with another man doing a sex tape?
I mean, at the time, me and Mr. Brown was off and on.
Mr. Brown found a sex tape of his wife and you in her phone.
Okay.
Is that true?
Yes.
So do you believe you are Amira's father?
No, I do not.
These results were prepared by DNA diagnostics and they read
I think I know the twist that's
as
imposed.
follows. In the case of McKinney versus Brown, when it comes to 11-month-old Amira Brown, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Fowler, you are not the father. These results were prepared by DNA diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of McKinney versus Brown, when it comes to 11-month-old Amira Brown, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Brown, you are not the father.
I knew it.
Okay.
I did it a few times before. I knew it.
Class. This is a textbook definition of ho ho. Use a hoe.
Use a hoe.
Oh,
ho.
I said
that. Use a hoe. Ho! Oh, Jesus.
Don't cry now. You do.
Right now, bitch. You put yourself in that situation.
She crying because she got caught.
Penny, are you okay?
Shut up. She cheated on her with like, what the fuck?
Hell yeah.
You are here to prove to your husband.
接下来我就不客气了，你能怎么不客气？
Yeah.
I told you 3 times already. That's not what the sign says. You charged me extra for something I didn't even get. No, don't give me that look right there, right behind you. 2 for 1, right?
Not the cooking.
I don't care about your register. Fix it. Man, this is ridiculous. I told you 3 times already. That's not what the sign says. You charged me extra for something I didn't even get. No.
That's funny.
I lived across the street from
What?
North Carolina.
What in the all types of foghorn leghorn? Hey, Air Bud.
Air dog.
Air dog. Air dog.
Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay. Bow wow yippee yo yippee yay.
Oh.
Sir, you had 20 plates. We need food for the other guests.
Oh, he's got Jones Laugh syndrome.
You can't cut me off. This is all you can eat. I paid for this.
Ow.
You don't tell me when I'm done.
Who else caught what Governor Abbott said?
Frustration towards the state of masculinity is at an all-time high. Because like this P. Diddy situation.
I can't stand a practical man. Like, you get on the phone with him, yeah, baby, they had me fucked up. Them bitches ought to... He come back with you with some sensible shit. Well, baby, did you...
Well, thanks for telling us.
Time.
Next.
Time.
Sit down, did you take a breath? Did you breathe? No!
She just said she doesn't like a practical man. Did I hear this correctly?
Oh, you heard it correctly.
Yes.
Guys, what do you think one of the reasons is that Jody married me?
Because you're practical?
I'm very practical.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very practical. I'm very basic. I only do and I think it was 3 weeks ago, May was up here. And she asked me, you actually wrote a poem for your wife? Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. And not just for Valentine's Day either.
Yeah, it's not your fault that May is miserable.
And supposedly May is married. You know whether I better quit.
You would be surprised. Believe it or not, is my. Let's talk about this for a minute. Let's just take this down and talk about this for a minute.
Okay.
All right.
And we got more to show. Don't worry, because we still have to talk about Iran and that situation.
Mm-hmm.
But believe it or not, the married gynocrat is far more dangerous than the single gynocrat.
This would be true.
Please elaborate.
This would be very true.
The married gynocrat is far more dangerous than I've seen this in my own family. So, the married gynocrat is far more dangerous. She's the reason that shit keeps on repeating generation after generation.
Mm-hmm. The exact reason.
Yeah, the married gynocrat is far more dangerous.
You know how dangerous Dwight Gooden was with his fastball? Dwight Gooden's fastball is the single gynocrat. The married gynocrat is Nolan Ryan's fastball.
Yeah.
Even better. The single gynocrat is LeBron James. The married yeah, I'm going there. The married gynocrat, and it's unfortunate that I have to make this comparison because I'm from Chicago and I've seen it in my family. The married gynocrat is the real number 23.
Yes.
All right.
Let me put it this way. Single gynocrats actually do a better job of staying out of people's business.
Oh, married gynocrats can't.
Married gynocrats are always up in somebody's business.
Yeah, married gynocrats are so fucking nosy. It's not even funny.
These are the when I say married God, these are the church ladies that are always trying to be up in your business. When you go, well, at least when you go to Baptist church.
Like I said, case in point, 3
You
weeks.
forgot what's their favorite sport? Gossiping.
Yes.
Like I said, 3 weeks ago, had to check a married gynocrat, and I did it live here on this channel.
Yep.
She didn't like me for it. Asked me if I give fifths of a half of a damn. And I went to and crazy thing is, I had 2 games that night. Had to deal with her ass. I went to bed. Jody wraps her arms around me, and the first thing she asked was, "Were you bragging about me again?" Yup. Yup. And you guys know Jody. She loves the accolades, but she doesn't, and I can totally understand why. But given how she's treated me for the past 8 years, I can't help but brag on her.
Yeah,
of course.
I can't. I can't. My daughters, God love them. My daughters were so surprised, and they realized I've been bragging on Jody since day one, since before we got married. And when I officially became part of the family, one of my kids pulled me aside and said, "Are you really going to brag on? Are you really going to brag on Mom the way you've bragged on her already?" I said, "More." I got a big hug for that. And I ain't stopped, and I'm not gonna. I mean, it pisses some parts, and I won't mention any names. It pisses some parts of my extended family off when they catch me and Jody picking at each other and laughing our heads off.
Well, you guys are truly happy. They're not. They don't know what that's like, and it sickens them.
Exactamundo. And I've seen. Watch out.
Sorry, it's a stretch.
And heard much of my extended family. You know, they just look at me as if to say, "There's no way you can be this happy." Fuck yeah, it is. I am deliriously happy with Jody. And it took me a while.
So cool.
It pissed him off.
No, go ahead.
It pissed him off, and I love it.
Oh, AB, I got an ID. I got an AI ID for you, and it's your fault.
Don't do this to him, man.
Oh, I got to do it to him.
Don't do it.
I ain't gonna hurt myself. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it to him.
Don't do it.
Your next AI should be Jasmine Crockett.
Oh dear.
AKA Jane Henrietta singing "This Hammer."
You are an idiot.
Yeah, boy.
No, I'm psychotic.
Nah,
there's a difference.
We have to get serious for a minute, fellas. Unfortunately, we have to talk about this war in Iran.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk.
I better step out because Jody has to go to work in the morning.
All right.
Good night.
All right.
My best to the wife.
Is because there's my thumb. I made my thumbnail for a reason. Is this World War III? It's possible. We don't know yet, but it is very possible this can turn into World War III. I hate to be a downer like that, but there is a lot of back and forth about this. But right now, I'm about to play it from the Iranian's perspective.
Welcome to Savvy Sav's podcast. I'm your host, Sabrina Salvati. My special guest, you've seen him here before, is Professor Mohammed Marandi. He's a professor at the University of Tehran. Welcome back, Professor Marandi.
Directly from Iran.
Hi, Sabrina. Thank you very much for inviting me. It's always a pleasure.
So I know that we are speaking during terrible times in Iran. So thank you so much for making the time to come on. Since the assassination of Khamenei, there have been a number of questions about what is next for Iran's regime. I saw a statement from Donald Trump recently that basically alluded to the fact that he will not accept the Iranian people choosing their own leader. Like, obviously, he and the rest of the West, that they want to be a part of this, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. What is happening now that Khamenei has been assassinated? I saw hundreds and thousands of people out in the streets to mourn his assassination. Of course, corporate media is not showing that part of things that are happening there. But
of course they won't.
How is it looking in regards to who is going to now step in?
Well, I think the fact that Trump wants to have control over Iran is no surprise. If you've watched the U.S. Secretary of State's speech in Davos, he praised 500 years of colonization and empire and expressed sorrow with regards to decolonization after the Second World War and the rise of the global majority. And he was saying that the United States effectively is going to recolonize the world. And all those people at Davos and the European leaders clapped like seals for him. So this is, there's no surprise, but we should remember that during the 12-day war, Trump on day 7, I think, he posted unconditional surrender. And 1 or 2 days later, the Israelis began to beg him for a ceasefire. And by day 12, we had a halt to the hostilities. So 5 days or so after he demanded unconditional surrender, he had to accept defeat. In this case, I have no doubt that the Trump regime is going to face defeat. Iran is going to impose a strategic defeat on Trump, and the Epstein class that governs the United States. Now, with regards to Ayatollah Khamenei, his martyrdom has actually strengthened Iran, done the opposite of what they intended. Literally, Sabrina, literally, millions of people just in Tehran, other cities aside, and people can see the clips if they go to Iranian news agencies like the Fars news agency, their Telegram channel. I put some of these images in my own Telegram channel, but basically in Tehran the first 2 nights. Across the country, you have millions of people, tens of millions of people gathering on the streets every night under missile fire. And in Tehran, you have them gathering in 20 or so different places for security reasons. And in huge numbers. Even though a lot of people have left Tehran because the government has encouraged people who don't have anything they have left. So when I go out, there's much, but across Tehran, people gather in huge numbers under missile fire. And in some of the clips that I show, you can see the surface-to-air defenses working and people holding their ground, men and women. It's amazing. I've never seen. And of course, the Western media ignores it completely. It's as if it's not happening. Why? Because it doesn't serve the narrative. It doesn't, because they are slaughtering Iranians, they're slaughtering children, they're slaughtering elementary school children and girls in order to save them. And, you know, these...
You're not going to hear this on the mainstream media.
These images of school children being massacred and millions of people across the country going to the streets under missile fire is, you know, it shatters the narrative. And so since Western media is owned by oligarchs, just like the regime itself is, you shouldn't, none of us should expect anything different. But so Trump demanded people come to the streets, and they did, but for the opposite reason that he was calling for. Now, the Constitution is very clear. And I should point out that Ayatollah Khamenei was murdered in his office, which is beside his home. And the reason is because he refused to leave. they had been trying to convince him for many months, including the previous war, to leave his home and to be taken.
Yeah, BGS talked about this. He said he stayed in his home intentionally to be a martyr. So yeah,
into a safe place.
Martyrdom is
He
the
said
highest
that
honor.
many people are struggling and they have nowhere to go, and so I'm not going anywhere. Now compare that to these Western leaders and any other leader. I mean, if you look at the footage of his home before it was bombed, very simple, very humble. His children, none of them. He has 6 children. None of them have businesses. They're all decades ago, since his kids were young, he forbade them from doing business, not because he's against the private sector, but he said that my family should not be involved in any business. So all of them are either academics or they are professors at seminaries, but none of them are involved in business. So that is one element of his personality. He was fluent in four languages: Persian, Azeri, because Khamenei is in Iranian Azerbaijan. Like Marand is Marandi. Marand is another city in Azerbaijan near Tabriz. Arabic, and he's a man of literature. He was a very, very eloquent speaker in Persian. He knows a great deal about Persian literature. The same is with Arabic literature and Azeri literature. The most famous Azeri poet in the last few hundred years was his very close friend, Shahryar. And you may be surprised to know that he knew English and he read in English. He would read political journals, but he also read novels. And one of his favorite, if not his most favorite, I think it was his favorite novel, but I may be wrong, that he read in English is a French novel, Les Miserables, the Miserables by Victor Hugo. And so he was an intellectual, but he was also an extraordinary strategist. And that is what has made the Americans and the Israeli regimes so outraged, because he was the person who ordered the industry of the drone industry and the missile industry in Iran to be developed, and indigenous technology was used, and the underground cities to be made. And so the underground drone and missile cities are protected from airstrikes, and the factories that produce them are underground as well. And so the Trump regime and the Netanyahu regime, in their outrage and frustration, they are bombing cities and carpet bombing. They carpet bomb Tehran. And we're all waiting for them to bomb us. No one knows who's next and where is next and who's the target. So they just, I posted, I think it was yesterday, I'm not quite sure, maybe it was the day before yesterday, a clip of carpet bombing in Tehran. Today I posted another clip of carpet bombing in another city. But these are just examples. They're doing it regularly. Just 2-3 hours ago, they carried out very heavy strikes in civilian neighborhoods in this part of Tehran, where I am right now. And killing, of course, men, women, children. Doesn't matter to them. Roughly 1/3 of the people who've been killed so far are children. And they've bombed hospitals. They've bombed an IVF, at least one IVF clinic that I know of.
So basically, this is Gaza on a different scale, and Americans are helping them, like before.
To what you said earlier about, by the way, Sabi is pronounced Khamenei, but anyway, Khamenei is, first of all, he's not ethnic Persian. He's actually ethnic Azeri or Azerbaijani, which is the largest ethnic minority in Iran. Iran is a very ethnically diverse country. 60% of the country is Persian.
Mm-hmm.
And just like his predecessor, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, was an ethnic Azerbaijani himself. And that's always been a sticking point for most Persians, that, you're led by a minority, although they're Shiites. And I understand, this man being pro-government, but I look at both sides, I say everybody's bullshit. And if you look at the topography of Iran, a land invasion is out of the question. I mean, the coastal area is too mountainous. The hinterlands is at the base of the Caucasus Mountains. Because remember, northwest of Iran is Azerbaijan, and that leads you to the Caucasus. So land invasion is out of the question. Also, I would say Iran's population, it hasn't been the same since 1988. Their birth rates, their birth rates have been low since the 1980s. You know why?
Why?
So many. Do you remember the Iran-Iraq War?
Yeah.
A sizable portion of their male population, of the boomers and Gen Xers, were taken out because many of them sacrificed themselves for martyrdom. And as a result, hell, on both sides, Iraqi and Iranian. As a result, it affected the marriage rates and birth rates, as well as the sex ratio in the population. That's why in the 90s you saw a lot of women graduating from universities, because most of the men were gone. Boys as young as 10 were killed during the Iran-Iraq War, and that ended in a stalemate. So that's affected the population pyramid for the last 20-something years.
They bombed the Red Crescent Society main building. They bombed the one of the buildings in one of the provinces. They bombed the National Emergency Center, like for hospitals and first responders. Just like during those 2 days of deadly riots when they carried out an armed insurrection, if you recall, they were destroying ambulances and fire trucks, and in order to prevent the fires from going out and from people from being rescued. But I also think back then they were probably doing it for now too, so that Iran would have a shortage of these vehicles, because it was very strange how systematically they are destroying all the ambulances and fire engines across the country. But in any case, I was at Iranian television, I think it was 3 nights ago, and I usually don't go on TV because I don't want to be a public figure or anything in Iran. I rarely go, maybe once every few months on a program on one channel or another. And but since it's war, I said I'll go. And I was invited at 9 p.m. to go on the news channel. And when I got there, I knew where the news channel was. I'd been there a couple of times before. And I saw that the building was in ruins, or in partial ruins. And they said, no, the studio's moved to another building. It was bombed the night before. So I went to the other building and did the interview, and at 12 p.m. it finished, and I drove back home, and they bombed the Iranian radio and television again. So, and of course, Western journalists don't care, not even reported in the West, just like Palestinian journalists or Lebanese journalists that are being slaughtered, Iranian journalists and Yemeni journalists. And on one occasion, I don't recall if it was Americans or the Israelis that bombed a newspaper and killed tens of journalists in Yemen. So this is the state of affairs that we are facing now. The Trump regime and the Netanyahu regime are slaughtering. And of course, it's expected when the Epstein class rapes and kills girls. Why shouldn't they bomb Iranian girls? It's to be expected.
Exactly. One of the things that Donald Trump just said recently, which should give everyone pause, is he's making it very clear that this is going to be a never-ending war. At least that's how I took it. He said Trump, or actually I retweeted this, but he said there will be no deal with Iran accept unconditional surrender. After that, and the selection of a great and acceptable leader, we and many of our wonderful and very brave allies and partners will work tirelessly to bring Iran back from the brink of destruction, making it economically bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. Iran will have a great future. Make Iran great again. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald Trump. So one of the things that stood out to me here, notice that he used that framing, work tirelessly again. That's the same framing that, of course, Kamala Harris used under the Biden administration, that they were working tirelessly for a ceasefire. And then also he said that he basically is saying that this is going to be another never ending war when he says that.
What's going on, Azriel?
Good evening, gentlemen. How's it going?
It's going.
It's good. How have you been?
Just been doing, just been watching the news and just watching everybody from Mearsheimer to Jiang to Jeffrey Sachs to Myron Gaines and Nick Fuentes. I've been just flooding my brain. I mean, a lot of the stuff I kind of already knew. I mean, it just kills me. I'm considering making a YouTube channel just for stuff like this because
if you listen to the real, they sound just like him.
No, it's just okay. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm what I would consider like a light conservative, more moderate, right? But it's like I hear people that are my biggest issue with black conservatives that they're just grifters.
Yes.
And they don't understand geopolitics. It's one thing if you're conservative, but explain to me why. Like, or if you're gonna understand conservatism, tell me what you like about it, tell me something that you don't like about it, right? And it's like prime example, it's like I screw whatever. It's whatever. You got dudes like Anton, right? Talking about he said on one of his last streams, he's like, oh, we have to invade Iran in order to preserve democracy. If it wasn't for America doing this, he said we wouldn't be able to watch football games. And I'm like, dear God, like there are people that actually listen to this dude, bro. Like, and I mean, I wanted to.
I lean a little bit conservative, but I don't listen to Anton like that.
You said, I'm sorry, repeat that again.
I lean a little bit conservative, to
a point.
I'm not conservative on everything, but stuff when it comes to stuff like abortion, marriage between a man and a woman, stuff like that.
Exactly, nuclear family, wanting a nuclear. But I mean, do you know what a buck stops with me when stuff like I'm not a fan of Reagan, right? So I'm not.
No,
I'm not.
He's a racist.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of somebody. I mean,
I'm not scared to call the racist in the Republican Party.
Right, and that's my issue. One of my issues, and I'm like, bro, like. But they don't know. So, like, if I would have asked him, oh, what do you think about Reagan's presidency? What do you think about how he dealt with South Africa? If I asked him on the spot, he wouldn't know. Because if you knew history, Reagan was against breaking up apartheid. Right?
And Never could tell you, I've been upfront about this 2026 election. The Republicans don't address health care, housing prices, and quite frankly, now this Iran war, they're going to lose in 2026.
Oh, yeah. They're going to get washed. I mean, I don't know if you watch.
And I'm not going to say shit. That doesn't mean I think the Democrats are better, but I think they're probably going to get elected and try to impeach Trump again. But and waste their time to impeach Trump again. But I call a spade a spade. If you don't address health care, the housing prices, and this Iran war.
Last month we lost 92,000 jobs. We're not at. Trump doesn't want to admit that we're in a recession. Now, is it something like the 28 prime subprime mortgage? No. But there's a difference in economics. We have what's called structural recessions and technical recessions.
We've been in a recession since Biden, but nobody wants to talk about it.
Exactly. I have my own little term, mini recessions, right? Because what a recession is, if your GDP doesn't increase from one quarterly to the next, that's technically considered a recession, right?
Nobody wants to say it.
No one wants it. They were saying it all throughout Biden's administration. Oh, we're dealing with inflation, but it's like I don't know if you guys remember. Trump, like the he was bragging about, oh, the job reports are going to be so great, so great. Then something happened, and then he fired the head of the labor statistics department. Come to find out, we've been losing jobs. We've been bleeding jobs nonstop since he took into office last year, right? I mean, last month there was 92,000 jobs lost. Those jobs are not coming back. They're not being replaced. It's like if you lose 92,000 of your population, it's not like 95,000 more people going to be born. No, those 92 are going to be gone
permanently.
Don't even get me started on the AI slop.
Right. And that's going to crash too. That's going to crash. I believe that's going to crash. There's going to be, put it this way, Anthropic is not able to retain their government contract, was not a good look, because if there anybody that you can retain a contract with, it should be the government. So that means their price to earnings ratio is low. OpenAI with Sam Altman, they're bleeding money. See,
Yes.
This is the thing about, just like the .com bubble, what happens is people put money into something like a money pit, and all the investors are just basing it off of speculation.
Yes.
And then it goes up and it goes up and it goes up. But then eventually you're going to have to, in stocks, you see, technically, in a stock way of saying it, you're going to have to put your money where your mouth is, right? So if these companies are not producing a high price to earning ratio, and if they're not providing any kind of quality service or product that would convince an investor or give a reason as to why they should still invest into this company like OpenAI, then what's going to happen is that the value of the stock is going to go down, and that's when you're going to have the bubble where it's going to pop. It's like everybody's putting in this money, but nothing good is coming out of it, right? And then when the investors realize it, then they're going to take that money on. That's what will cause. That's what caused the .com bubble. Everybody was making money, just learning how to do things.
I gotta be transparent. Yes, I do use AI quite often.
Everybody does,
especially when I'm programming. There's AI is not perfect. I think vibe coding is a complete joke. Vibe coding is a complete joke. I would never let an AI completely write a program for me, ever.
Right.
If you don't understand the context of what you're programming, AI is kind of useless. But it does make a lot of things that, see, to work with certain frameworks, you have to write a lot of shit, and there's a lot of plumbing to that, and AI makes that a breeze. Stuff that would take me an hour to write takes me like 10 to 20 minutes.
You know what? And I code too well. I do SQL and I use SSIS as well.
Okay.
AI is like if you have a paper to write, a 10-page essay, and it's like autocorrect. It helps you, but it's not something that's gonna, everything is gonna be like, oh, write me a 5-page essay, right? It's not
right.
It's not gonna be something that's coherent and actually sounds like it was written by a human being with some thought and something organic and that's coherent and has a spectrum of ideas.
And don't listen to these CEOs talking about, oh, it's going to replace all the remote programmers. No, it's not.
It won't.
No, it's not. I've been working with Copilot for almost a year now. No, it's not.
I know exactly. Do you use what for Power BI or just?
I use it with C#.
C#. Okay.
I got my own Windows application that I'm maintaining that I use to set up my live stream and my videos.
Yeah, it's
kind of a hybrid system. I'm using WebView 2, which is pretty much a Chromium web browser, and I can I got access to StreamYard, my YouTube channel, Rumble, and other places.
Yeah,
it's all in one place in one app. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I believe by the time we have the next inauguration for the next president, AI is gonna burst. It's just gonna be like as soon as when Obama come in, that's when the stock market just crashed. It's gonna be the same. I believe by the time Trump is leaving office, the .com bubble was going to burst. Because think about it, even when we had DeepSeek, as soon as DeepSeek came out, and I don't know if you guys know the functionality of DeepSeek, it does twice the work with less the cost, right? So you see when you have Open AI and like you can only do like 10 questions a day, and then you have to get like the premium version. With DeepSeek, instead of getting, let's say like one token was worth one question, with DeepSeek you can do 50 questions before you get to before it runs dry. You got to use the premium version.
I haven't really used DeepSeek, but I'll check it out.
People were able to do, you're not saying like, with the concept of tokens or what have you, people were able to create AI, what's it called? Something similar. What do they call, like FBA shopping, like stores, like online stores, like how you have with Amazon, FBA shipping and all that good stuff. Like they were able to create AI e-commerce stores by using the tokens and then setting up the tokens as an infrastructure. Whereas like if a customer have questions, it will just automate the questions for them, but they would never run out, because it's like, okay, if I'm building a store, let's say I have like 20 people that ask questions, and I have like 20 people a day ask the store through the AI responses. They ask 20 questions a day, but I have 200 tokens, and each token is a question. So I'll never run out. It will just refill automatically up by the next day.
And I'm not gonna lie, I would definitely, if I was ever to start a website again, I would definitely use AI to create a starter website for me.
Right.
Because it's actually good. It's actually pretty good. But you have to understand, I know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Okay.
So I know how to dig into that stuff and get rid of the bloat.
So you're full stack, right? You're a full stack guy. You're a full stack guy.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
I've been doing. I was doing ASP.NET 20 years ago.
Wow. Damn. I was
PHP stuff.
I was still in tidy whities watching Batman.
How old are you?
I'll be 32.
Okay. So
crazy.
At 90.
I'm 94.
94. Okay.
Yeah.
94. What month?
Oh wow. You too.
No, yeah. I'm 82.
Oh, 82.
But I'm wondering what month. What month were you born?
Oh, July.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know a lot of July babies, but most of them were 87.
Yeah, I'm an 83 baby. Born. I'm Aquarius, born on January 25th.
Oh wow.
Oh, you were born like the day you were born around the same time. Yeah, I know some people born around the same time you were born, man. Shit.
Yeah, born 1983 Aquarius. 43.
Aquarius. That's why you're very generous. By the way, turn off your phone, man. Those hey big head calls are just annoying us. Damn it.
Oh.
Shit.
Hey big head.
The guy that I keep hearing the road, the ringtone in the background. At least now, like one of them ringtones from the 2000s. Remember those things? Anyways, you were saying, Azure.
Oh no, it's funny you mentioned that.
Coding?
I'm planning on leaving. God willing. We'll see how it works out. But I'm trying my hardest. I'm planning on hopefully leaving the country by the end of the year. Like maybe stay. And then my ex hits me up once in a while, like, hey, have you relocated yet?
Oh boy,
she want to tag along, doesn't she?
No, I mean she's been trying to get back with me for like every other month, but it's like you're dealing with the gynocracy programming. It's like so much. It's too much. It's only but so much a man could bear.
Which begs the question.
Yeah.
How come guys aren't smart enough to think about changing their numbers, blocking old ex numbers and whatnot, even blocking people on social media and protecting themselves and making sure that
it's an emotional attachment too. Yeah.
I know it's an emotional attachment. I'm like, you should just say, no, leave me alone. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. On top of the fact they have access to the pussy, but they go ahead, Azrael.
Yeah, that's about it too. Even if I wanted to, yeah. And you still care about the person too. You just
that is true.
You can't have a relationship with them, but you still have care.
I'm up for all the time.
Unfortunately.
Even though I'm red and sometimes black pill, I'm honest with guys. There are ratchets that I do care about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There are ratchets that I do care about.
But with her, it's funny because even still, and maybe this might be the selfishness into me, but she'll always understand like I was a good dude that she fumbled. Like I broke it up. But even up until this day, like she'll still hit me up and like, hey, did you leave yet? Or like, oh, did you move? Or like, how's everything going? And vice versa. Sometimes like if there's a job opening, like that gets sent to me through email, I'll forward it to her email. I don't have no ill will to that particular. I don't have ill will towards most of my exes, really. If anything, I just like there are some that I've dated that were like 5 years ago, but we just never kept in contact. But I don't have no kind of like, oh no, F you, you BICTH. No, it's none of that. But with my last one, I was with her pretty much almost half of my 20s. So, if she was able to put in the work to be a quality woman, I would have definitely committed to her. But it's just when you're dealing with a lot of indoctrination, from the gynocracy, it's like it's sad, but you just see a person just like kind of like destroy themselves because of how they were raised,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it's hard to leave them to themselves.
Right. Because they're gonna destroy themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's that guilt you get.
Yeah.
It's the guilt you feel, and I know what you mean because I've been around people who are, I don't know, for some reason, because first of all, I'm a Virgo.
Yeah.
And I attract dysfunctional people at times.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of people don't understand that about the black manosphere. We're the ones that actually want to save your ass. That really want to save your ass, but we realize that some of y'all can't be saved.
Right.
Yeah. It's that white knight syndrome. It's that white knight aspect of the Winter Soldier chip that's still in us.
Right.
And that urge to want to do the right thing. But unfortunately, we fear sometimes the right thing you have to do is let her go.
Yeah.
Because sometimes because she's going to be a detriment to you. That's why we have to understand. Some people are detrimental.
It's been my observation.
Yeah.
A lot of these simps you see online, them are the most dangerous motherfuckers you need that y'all can listen to.
Right.
A lot of them simps be the ones that go upside your head. They be the ones that be stalking you. Yeah, y'all need ladies. If you ladies listen to me very carefully. Leave those simps online alone. Them the kind of dudes that go upside your head, be the abusers in the family. Yeah.
Where one of the things is funny because when we first started dating, she's like, "Oh yeah, she bring up marriage and whatnot," and then the topic came up of keeping her last name. And I'm like, oh, I don't do that. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, no, I'm like, well, she's like, well, I want to keep my last name. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, and we're going back and forth and getting into an argument about it. And she's like, I don't see the big issue. All the women in my family, they kept their last name. And that's when you knew, like, damn, like you're dealing with what it is. You're dealing with somebody as a part of the I hate to say the sisterhood, but yeah, like it's really a guy.
Speaking of which, I'm glad you said that because I just made a video about why I'm single and not married.
I saw that video. I watched it. I think it was yesterday or this morning. I was watching it.
Yeah, let me play that video.
You're talking about the with the singles event and the mixers and stuff. Yeah.
Nah.
I don't care where it is.
We've got the fishing.
From this day forward.
That's crazy, man.
Pay a man.
Can we just get past?
I would never pay a man.
Can we just get past this?
We are going to be
say it. Past this.
To have and to hold from this day forward. To have and to hold from this day forward. For better, for worse. For better, for worse. For richer, for poorer. For richer, for poorer. In sickness and in health. In sickness and in health. To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And obey. To love.
Love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And obey.
I'm not saying that word.
Say it.
I'm not saying that word. I'm not obeying anybody. I don't obey anybody, especially him.
That would have been it for me right there. I'm like, I'm out. Leave me alone. Get out my face.
But you know what the crazy thing is? You can't even tell nowadays it's a skit because I've seen situations like this where it was live and as soon as you get the obey part, the girls, you start laughing. And the pastor's like, hey, you know, we went over this already. You know that, right? And I'm like, ah, damn.
Out that word. Cherish. I'm not obeying nobody. I'm not saying that word. You think I am about to start my life off obeying a man? Never. I'm not obeying anybody.
Say it, girl.
So we can continue. We can continue without me saying that word.
Small ceremony at your parents' house. So
I don't care where it is.
We got the official.
Vows are vows, and you have to abide by them. And that word obey, I'm definitely not obeying you. No, I'm not. Ever. Don't. I'm not trying to show off, but I'm not obeying. I'm not saying that word obey. I am not. I am not. We either gonna continue or we can leave. We can leave because I'm not saying that word obey. You can continue, Pastor.
I would have been left by now. There wouldn't be all that talking. I would have left by now.
Go ahead. I'm not saying obey. You can obey. I'm not saying obey. I'm not obeying nobody.
What's good, everybody? AB Media 83 here, and you saw the clip. Me personally, I would have walked off. The conversation wouldn't have even gotten that far.
Facts.
He says, I'm not going to obey him. And this is not about me saying, you know, whatever woman I need to get with, needs to do everything I say. No. A lot of black women go around talking about black men don't protect us. How can I protect something that won't even listen to me? How am I supposed to protect that? How, Sway? How am I supposed to protect that? But y'all don't want to talk about that, do you? And you wonder why these young boys are not even trying to date anymore. A lot of your young people, a lot of your Gen Zs have gone MGTOW because of goofy shit like this. They've seen their uncles go through this. They've seen their cousins go through this. Some of them have seen their older brothers go through this. And they're not having it. And now, America has a birth weight problem. Not enough babies are being born to maintain the system. But you know, our politicians want to dwindle their fingers, but meanwhile, we have to deal with crap like this. And I'm a millennial. This is why I'm single and not married. Because I am not going to put up with this kind of crap. This kind of crap is insane. Who's going to put up with this? Who? Answer, FD signifier, oops. Who's going to put up with this? Then you have a bunch of older gentlemen older males talking about happy wife, happy life. Does it sound like that heifer will ever be happy if she married that dude? Does it? Does it? Does it sound like she'll ever be happy being? On that note, Ezra, I'm too old. I'm at the point. I'll tell a chicken to her face in a minute. Either you like me or you don't.
Right.
Don't play with me. Leave me alone. If you don't like me, leave me alone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We all had to go through that, man. We all had to get to you build up a tolerance. I mean, you know, as a man, when you fight so many, you have so many battle scars and just wins and losses under your belt, then you get to a point you have zero tolerance for BS.
Yes. Let's continue this.
I got it.
Married
All right.
to that dude. I don't think so. But this is what's going on right now. There are a lot of chicks like that. Think I don't need to obey no man. Then why are you trying to be with him? Why are you trying to marry him? If you're not going to obey or listen to him. Why? What's the point of going through the marriage? What's the point of going through the whole marriage if you're not going to be a wife? Yeah, I said it. A lot of women focus on getting married, but they never ever focus on actually being a wife. And then we talk to them about wife and dudes, cooking, cleaning. Oh, that's slavery. Being barefoot, pregnant. Oh, that's slavery. So why should I as a man put up with this kind of crap? If I know the woman don't like me, don't want to be with me. And look, especially after 40, my position is simple. Either you like me or you don't. If you don't like me, don't waste my time. But we still have people out here who you need to be married, blah blah blah. Not with this kind of crap. I'm not coming home to that. Y'all lost your mind. But anyway, I've been rapping along for a while now. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Then lost your mind thing. I'm gonna put up with that. Y'all got the gist.
I remember. Yeah, I come from a different culture and whatnot. I remember talking to somebody of my ilk once, a young woman who I kind of fancied. She asked me a question, and I flipped it. She said, "Would you ever marry me?" I said to her face, first and foremost, I'm not big on marriage. Secondly, most of the women of our ethnicity do not appeal to me. With that, you should be grateful that I find you intriguing. That gave her something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand. And plus, in this case, with that woman saying, "I ain't gonna obey," this is a woman who's just miserable and she just wants the show. Do y'all remember the movie I Think I Love My Wife with Chris Rock?
I don't remember now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You remember that movie and like what he said to Kerry Washington's character when she said she was getting married. He said, "You're not a wife. You don't want to get married. You just want a show."
Right.
And then when he asked her in another scene where they're like sitting in a cafe, he's like, "Why do you want to get married?" She told him a story of when she was at the club. And, she realized nobody was going to buy her a drink or anything.
Yeah, when she got
they
old.
realized that she didn't get old. She's now the old hoe in the club.
Mm-hmm.
So she was thinking, "Oh, miss shit. I better bag my chips. I better, cash in my chip while I can." And that's what this heifer was, she doesn't want a man. She needs a man for this, that, and the third.
Right.
So fellas, understand you're dealing with a parasite.
Right.
Unfortunately, that's what a lot of women have become now, parasites, and it's sad.
Yeah.
You remember, was it like about a decade? It's almost been a decade now since that popular song out in China where no car, no house, no finance, no love. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
From China?
And yeah, in China there was a popular pop song in Canto, like Mando Pop. It was a bunch of women saying like, no, there's no finance, no romance if there's no finance, car, and house and shit. But the problem is, And also in China, the big problem is like in places like China is like, they have traditional, dowries or bride price. But even though the government's been trying to regulate that shit, men are, families are asking for too much.
Yeah, but the guys are not paying it no more.
The guys are not paying it no more. They decided to go get other places. In the Islamic world, you have like the bride price as well. But because the economy being the way it is, especially in the past 20 plus years, it's no surprise if the guy he's going to want to find himself a non-Muslim, a Christian wife. Because in a way, it kind of bypasses the bride price kind of thing. And he can get his kid. He can have a family with that, especially if it's a Westerner. A Western white woman, he can marry her because that also secures his kid's citizenship. Because many of these countries,
true,
you can pass your citizenship from the mother to the child.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the dual purpose of them. Others would probably get an Asian wife if they can, especially Filipina.
Yeah, it's about women have to. They've abdicated the social contract on their end. You're supposed to hold up your end of the bargain.
Yes,
that's the problem, Azrael. The thing is that they look at it like this: your end of the bargain is obligatory, but her end of the bargain is optional. This is why Briefos law needs to be read out every once in a while, especially with the 3 addendums that were added by the MGTOWs.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The first and the 3, Briefos law goes, it is the female, not as the male, who determines the future of the family. Where the female cannot derive benefit from the male, no such association will take place. In other words, she only is involved with a man when it's to her benefit, where she deems beneficial. Otherwise, she wants nothing to do with you. The addendums go as this. They say, first of all, the past performance does not guarantee future association. Whatever you did for her in the past stays in the past. You always start at ground zero from her. She doesn't care what you did for her in the past. It doesn't mean anything. She's always focused on the now. Number 2, the contract is null and void once she receives her benefit. If you perform your end of the bargain, if you fulfill your end of the bargain, and she doesn't, good luck trying to get her to fulfill her end of the bargain. She's just going to be like, oh, this, that, and third. This is why women are always masters at making empty promises. Rule number 3 is a woman's ability to fulfill her need is inversely associated with her level of trust in a man. The longer a guy waits to get his end of the bargain, the less likely it's going to happen, especially consider women do not trust men at all.
Mm-hmm.
Even when a woman says, I have faith in you, I do trust you, you always got to have, always go like, I don't think so. You're just with me for one reason, bro. This is why guys should be looking at women like, why is this bitch with me? Why is this with me? I mean, Patrice O'Neal was a prime example of that. He talked about his girl because, like, he admitted that at 6'4", 6'5", at his heaviest, he was between 350, 400 pounds. And he's like, why is this bitch with me? Something else going on. Mm-hmm. There's something else about this. And he talked about how when they got together, it started out with him, being her friend. He said, obviously, this bitch has never had a friend. And then he worked his way up that way. He kind of friended her, but he wasn't really interested in her. He just said, I'm just going to be her friend, see what this bitch is all about. And then he told her, listen, I just want to kiss you. If that doesn't work, we don't have to talk no more.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like her longest relationship from what has been said. But yeah. Man, this whole shit's a mess. This is all I'm going to say about it. Birth rates are going down the roof all over the place. What is it? They say like now is like half of all women over 30 are childless in America. What does that tell you? Azrael? Azrael, you still there?
Yeah, he's on mute. He must something.
He's on mute. Anyway.
But yeah, going back to the Iran situation,
let's
it's
go back to it.
complicated. A lot of the leaders have been taken out. That doesn't mean Iran's going to fall, but I think we need to wait a few weeks before we really find out what's really going on. I think we might have to wait another week or two before we find out what's actually going on the ground.
Let's not forget also the Strait of Hormuz is being shut down. And if that's not bad enough, they are also trying to shut. They're also, through their proxies in Yemen, they're trying to shut down, the Bab al-Mandab. So the Red Sea and the Gulf are being shut down. The Arabian Peninsula is going to be crippled by that, greatly affected. And if it's not bad enough, across the Red Sea from the Arabian Peninsula, you have all these issues in East Africa because they don't give a fuck. Let's be honest, nobody gives a fuck what's going on in Sudan, what's going on in Ethiopia and Eritrea, or what's going on in Somalia. And Djibouti is stable, but their main source of income is through that maritime trade, and that's fucked up because they have nothing else to produce. So besides volcanic salt.
Oh, for those
Iran.
Those of you to it applies, so it doesn't apply to me because all the clocks I use are digital. You're gonna have to switch back in about 30 minutes. Daylight savings time.
Oh, okay. Ours ends at the end of the month.
Ours ends in about 30 minutes.
What, y'all don't do it automatically with your digital clocks?
Yeah, it does it automatically with our digital clocks. But some people still have those analog clocks that are not connected.
The only two systems where I have to adjust it is my PS3 and PS2, if you can believe that. The daylight savings and everything. Yeah, Xbox 360, I'm sure it's the same thing.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I was hoping Craig would come on tonight, but I guess he got tired. But I was talking with Craig.
Craig, the tech guy?
Yeah, Craig, the tech guy.
Okay.
He was talking about Assassin's Creed, Mass Effect, all that.
All right.
So you screwed in Mass Effect, all that stuff. One reason I love Mass Effect, I probably need to do a playthrough.
Speaking of gaming, because Mass Effect is published by EA, what's your take on EA being taken over by the Saudi wealth fund?
We'll wait.
And being privately owned now.
We have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm. Knowing those cats, knowing how that regime works out like I do, I'm like, gaming ain't gonna be the same. You might see a boycott at EA.
They're gonna censor a lot of stuff.
Censor a lot of stuff. They're gonna be they're trying to turn KSA into like an esports hub, but that means they have influence. These guys are not big. I mean, from what I understand, the Crown Prince is big on Call of Duty, which is owned by Blizzard Activision, which is now owned by Microsoft. But
now he has Battlefield.
Battlefield, yeah. But the fact is, you're trying to gain influence by by owning companies like this, and this is in esports watching, just like sports watching they've done before. It's just very covert, and I'm looking at this like there's going to be a lot of censorship. They're going to try to control the narrative with this stuff, with this form of media, because especially considering the Middle East, KSA in particular is the largest. KSA is the largest market in the Middle East when it comes to gaming and everything. And I would know. So look out, folks. And they're not big fans of Madden. For them, the biggest game isn't Madden, it's FIFA. Well, now it's called EAFC. Formerly known as FIFA. You know, so I'm just wondering, hey, gaming is not going to be what it used to be. But then again, gaming has been going to shit gradually from 2004 onwards, and we know why.
Yeah, well, we just have to wait and see. Yeah, I don't really have anything else, fellas. I'm about to shut down now. Any last words?
As usual, AB, as I would say, you ain't shit, never been shit, never will be shit, and God bless you for it. Y'all have a good evening.
I didn't make my goal. It is what it is, but I'd like to thank everybody that came through. This is AB Media 83. I'm going to have some late dinner, actually. Peace. Yo, this is AB Media 83. To support the channel, hit the Cash App. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Also, be sure to hit that bell notification so you can be notified the next time I upload a live stream, video, or short. And always, always remember, guard your image, guard your peace, keep it moving. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace.